Press the wrong button. Hello, welcome to Spooky Game for Spooky Month. This is a point and click game where we grow our grandpa, apparently. Would I like to view a tutorial? Absolutely. Please tell me what I'm doing. This game is designed to be played with the mouse. The input required is based on clicking the mouse buttons. The right mouse button will change the cursor's image and function. Only when pointing, indicated by the extended index finger, can you, the player, interact with certain menu buttons and prompts. Please click below in the pointing mode to continue. Okay. The second cursor mode is indicated by the cursor's image featuring a hand extending all fingers. Is that? Yeah. This mode concerns interacting with objects, mainly picking up an object and moving it. To continue, pick up the piece of trash on the right and place it in the trash can on the left. The right mouse button will change the cursor's mode, but when holding something, the mode cannot be changed until the cursor is not holding something. There you go. That's it. Yay, 2 whole controls. There will be many situations in Growing My Grandpa that will require you to pick things up, place things, grab things, or give things. Don't be afraid to experiment and keep an open mind about using your hand. Okay. In order to expedite the cleaning process, you can use digits 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard's number row at the top of the keyboard to reposition the trash can. Try moving the can to the right of the screen in order to continue. Oh god. Not more controls. Well done! Thank you. Please click the continue button to move on. A variety of video options can be changed. Shaders, display resolution, cursor. I don't care. Okay. Sure. Mysterious question mark? Oh god. Okay, that tells you how to change all the settings. Thus ends the tutorial. Thank you, Mr. Games. Week 1. How many weeks am I going to be taking care of my grandpa for? I excused Adrienne during music class today and spoke with her about her recent string of demerits. It was our first time meeting outside of our quarterly evaluations, and I believe it went well. I can certainly understand Mrs. Richardson's classroom observation concerning Adrienne's emotional state. She was, of course, intensely shy when we first met. As I understand it, she is similarly withdrawn in her classroom activities and only speaks or acts when she absolutely must. Relatable. Some things she simply will not do. Instead of participating in mandatory group activities, she will sit alone and accept that she will receive a demerit. This game is about me as a child. Before the meeting, I read Mrs. Richardson's parent-teacher report, which allowed me to estimate some about Adrienne's home life. The parents are well-educated and come from a prestigious background, but they lack time to properly nurture Adrienne. She's often alone, and when she is not, the parents seem to not understand the importance of warmth and affirmation when dealing with someone so young. Having 2 parents of this reserved and icy temperament exacts an inhibition in a child. The child's imagination is subdued, but only ostensibly, for it eventually finds its way into regular life. I surmised that I would be able to reach out to Adrienne by way of make-believe. Are you liking your new house? You told me you used to live close by, but it can still be a big adjustment. A new room, a new school. This is a very big, scary, empty room.
The basement. I like that.
The basement?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of cool stuff. Mom and Dad sent me down there.
Your mom and dad made you go?
Yeah, but there's lots of cool stuff. Well, that's not why they sent me down there, though.
Why did they send you down?
Fighting. They were fighting, shouting. I came in to help and they shouted at me. They said go clean up downstairs, so I went.
That sounds tough. Did they fight a lot?
No, well, they,
It's alright, Adrienne. Maybe you can tell me more about the basement instead.
Okay, well, it was weird at first, the stuff down there. But cool, I found something living, sort of.
That's very interesting, Adrienne. Please tell me more. By indulging her in her fantasies and stories, I was able to glean more of an understanding of Adrienne's anxiety surrounding her home and parents. The symbols of Adrienne's stories seem to carry their own traumatic weight, and her exploration of the basement may very well be a vehicle for the conveyance of her anxiety. So I'm trying to psychoanalyze the child. Whatever might come of our next meeting, whether she will engage in similar make-believe, I will set down her story here. Adrienne's story begins with her delving into the basement with a trash receptacle and the goal of cleaning up. Oh god, this guy's pretentious. Just say trash can. She discovered one of the walls was covered in plastic bags. She went to investigate, intent on tearing away whatever they covered. Ah, okay. Trash bags. Okay. My task. Upon removing the plastic trash bags from the wall, she noticed their interior lining was covered in glass. That's dangerous. Oh wait, no, not broken glass, okay. Like a window, I offered. No, she said, like a mirror. Okay, no, maybe that is broken glass. Don't touch that. Reflecting inward towards the animal they covered. I gently asked her what exactly this animal was. Here's where the material reality of the story took a turn for the explicitly fantastic and imaginary. Ew! Upon her discovery of it at her gaze, it grew or extended, its shaggy-haired self. Hair like the fur of a dog, I offered. No, she said. Not the fur of a dog, nor the hair on her head. It grew out towards her, the animal's hair, reaching out. It was hard, standing almost straight like the hair on a brush. A bristle, I offered. Yes, she said. It's a giant sea urchin. She was very afraid at first, but then very curious. I asked her what else was in the room. More things hidden away, she said. Things of Grandpa's as well. First she found a hidden passage under the stairs. Inside were strange dolls, magic objects, naked faceless figures. I think people were like summoning demons in this child's house. I heard these cryptic utterances and merely nodded. In order to keep the game of make-believe going, I only pressed for details where I thought necessary. The faceless dolls could be a simple metaphor for the anonymity she feels in her own home. The hidden passage, I am unsure what to make of that. The revealing of the concealed seems to be thematic in her fantasy. The door under the stairs is but one example. Can I touch? Crunch, crunch? Poke, poke? No? Okay. Okay, alright, sure. What else can I touch? More trash! Can I not pick up this trash? Does this trash not count? Okay. It's not important trash.
What that?
Ah. More plastic bags? Question mark. When she removed the panel and found the magical hidden passage, she was very specific about what she took. She found a magic book, a magic doll, a photo of her late grandpa, and magic glue. Everything's magic. Okay, book, doll, photo, and glue, I assume we have to do. Doll. Okay. A slouching doll. Its material is rough and coarse. Search closet further, I guess. Magic glue! All-purpose glue. All-purpose magic glue, you mean? Okay. Trash cleaning simulator. What? What is... Wait. Can I touch? Papers cruelly bound together to form a book. Eurasian Steppe Shamanism and the Fusiform Gyrus, an interdisciplinary study in sympathetic magic, a dissertation by Jacob Hart. I would like to read, please. Where's the flamer? Get rid of this trash a lot faster. The impetus of this research was the recognition of a particular pattern of fragments of documents relating to magic and magico-religious practices. Numerous sources were drawn from commentaries on laws relating to the banning of sorcery and necromancy, compilations of folk charms relating to love spells, hagiographs of saints and their encounters with devils. The list spans many centuries and a great distance, from the Levant to the Khaganate to the border of the modern nation-states of Russia and Kazakhstan today. From this paper trail arose a consistent account about a certain form of magic relating to the binding of demons to a sorcerer's will. A demon called the Heaven of Needles, or the Angel of Needles, was known to be kept best by shamanic keepers or wards who suffer from face blindness, prosopagnosia, whether by birth or through developmental causes like stroke or head injury. It was known to be extremely effective but terribly dangerous, so much so that it became outlawed several times and was generally a popular scapegoat relating to unexpected death. This nexus of magico-religious meaning-making, sorcery regarding human-related desires, and the history and science of neurological disorders related to the fusiform gyrus is where the subject of this dissertation will reside. I will outline further and then analyze the historical sources I mentioned previously. Then I will go into the neurology of mystic and magico-religious experiences. This is a lot of text for me to read less than 10 minutes into the stream. After that, I would detail my ongoing correspondence with a resident of the Ural Mountain region who is an expert folklorist and keeper of traditions he claims to have been passed down through his extended family for generations. Lovely. I guess that's all the information in the book. No more. It's just his introductory paragraph and then nothing else. Where's the picture of my grandpa? Can I move? I can't. Can't move the screen around. Huh? What are you? Touch? There he is, Mr. PhD. Okay. Photo of my late grandfather. I can read it. Mr. PhD. On the reverse side of the photograph, there is more text. Good luck on your trip to the Urals. Stay warm. That's nice. I interrupted to ask what she did with these magical, mysterious materials. Grow grandpa, she explained plainly, and then without missing a beat, continued on with her story. Oh, title drop. Feeling this was a potent symbol, I stopped her again to ask what she meant. Somewhat puzzled, I did not understand immediately. She explained slowly. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room, the cage behind the door. They grew people in that cage.
Scary.
I cannot touch. I cannot touch further. Okay. Can I touch the trash pile now? No. Ooh. More text! A note on experiment 1 of 4. Let's hope my throat survives. Okay. For the sake of university policy and the health of any future career you hope to have, you will abide by the non-disclosure contract you have signed. Do not break the anthropoidic vacuum without my prior consultation and approval. Any anthropoidic forms brought into the enclosure area must not be left unattended. When not in dormancy, the sample will attempt to take anthropoid shells. Please see shell notes for more on that. Okay. Threatening. The sample's exposure to some of our neuronal activity is unavoidable. However, the speed at which its desirous yield is produced can be dampened by several precautions regarding libidinal and emotional urges. Keep conversation not related to lab work to a minimum. If you begin to suspect you are developing attachments to your colleagues, contact me as soon as possible. No friends allowed. No, wait. Well, I didn't read that. Oh well. Okay. Regarding growth cycles, every time Whiskers regenerates and leaves dormancy, it is to be logged as a new propagation. The sample's bodily existence cannot be illegible, i.e. a part cannot be cut from the whole, so there can only be one living propagation. Propagations are to be terminated after 5 weeks. Any further development puts us at risk. Termination procedures will be posted and followed with extreme care. With all that out of the way, I want to welcome you to the project. I look forward to working with you. Well, hope whatever was in that third one wasn't important. I've repeatedly called your homes to no avail, and so I am forced to leave this here for you all. I found William sitting in the corner of the enclosure area, seeming severely concussed. Whiskers was gone, in none of its usual hiding places. I immediately suspected the worst. The project thus must be suspended for now. I am leaving up the usual mirrored coverings we use to keep the anthropoidic void sealed. I have done my best to lock up everything on such short notice. It is a hasty fix, but it will require some time to find a more permanent remedy. I am honestly hoping you do not find this note, as I intend to lock the house down too. I intend to race off to you to retrieve your lockbox keys. Do not worry about William's key. It and the rest of his equipment is almost certainly deep within Whiskers. I pray you do not enter this room. No matter how it may appear, William cannot be helped, and is only being kept alive as a means of continuing predation on the rest of us. I will say once again, no matter what state you may encounter William in, he cannot be helped. I have sympathy for the young man, I truly do, but I found in his person several photos of his late sister, which would imply certain risks he knew he was taking. Our extant research materials have now become possible liabilities, either criminal or professional in nature, so I've stashed them away. I believe I let you all know how I might do this if we were ever to experience an event such as this. I hope you all remember what I told you. So long, then. I like that's a hastily written note, but it has like 5 paragraphs. Anything else like... Ooh. Was that like that before? Okay. Or is this a different area? The darkness of the shadowy corner unnerves you. You cannot explore here without some form of light. Scary. Anything further here? Can I touch? Can I grab? Okay, so I'm assuming that's a gross corpse that has been consumed by Mr. Whiskers, I guess. I feel like I have to... Don't I have to take stuff from the trash pile? I'm confused. Oh no. Can I just leave? Oh, I can enter. I didn't notice that before. Beyond the door in the room, the cage was hidden, concealed in another cloak of inward-facing mirrors. Ooh. A hidden cage lined with mirrors. It is strange, almost poetic, the elaborate fantasy of self-reflection, concealment, captivity. I hate this guy. I hate therapists. What's under the tarp? A corpse? Come on. Okay. So many mysterious objects. At the cage, she finally cast her quote-unquote spell. But it was confusing, she confided at first. She took the magic doll, the magic glue, and the photo of her grandpa. She made a voodoo doll about it. She combined them and she wished very hard. I can only assume in this fantasy that next her wish would come true. In what child's story would it not? Therapy is the real horror. Well, I still have my glue. What can I do with my glue? Particular human representation. Or generic human figure. It's a dual? Grandpa? Yay! A tangible symbol of intention and desire. I want a grandpa so bad, dude. She put grandpa in the cage, assuming that was part of the ritual. She was not clear on how it worked. What precise instruction she could glean from her grandfather's magic book was complicated by her reading comprehension. She wished with all her heart, and then she told me she waited a while for something, anything to happen, and after that time she began to cry, and then her magical Disney tears brought the doll to life. I cried really hard, she said. I wanted grandpa to be back. I wanted my parents to stop being so mean. And it hurt me. It hurt me wish for grandpa to come back, for my parents to be different. I could feel through the walls and it felt me through the air. I asked her what exactly she meant. She could only repeat what she said. By this time, lunch was almost over. I said goodbye to Adrienne, and she left to rejoin her class. I was left to consider our conversation. I believe the storytelling strategy I've employed was not unfruitful, but I must probe deeper if I can. Although I can be sure of nothing I interpret, the impressions I get may begin to help me get an idea of the right questions to ask. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to certain topics or keywords you can discuss with Grandpa. Yay! I have gained the conversation topic wish. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. I've also gained... Shall consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. I will. Do you know your grandpa pretty well? Well, like in real life? They're both dead. I used to know them very well, not anymore. We haven't spoken in a while. I met again with Adrienne in order to address her emotional outbursts the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is standard practice multiple sessions with a troubled student, as I assemble a report for the counseling department, I cannot help but think, as we sat down in my office, that Adrienne already seemed to show a remarkable change in self-esteem and confidence, and perhaps my and Mrs. Richardson's estimation of her as emotionally disturbed was erroneous. All but one of my grandparents is dead. I have one remaining grandparent, and she's probably gonna live to 100 because her family has a tendency to live to 100, so like, good for her. She sucked all the life energy out of my other 3 grandparents. The paralyzing shyness and withdrawn attitude Adrienne possessed last week was not entirely diminished, but she seemed to hold herself differently this week. However, this only lasted as long as our conversation pertained to initial introductory pleasantries. When I began once again asking about her parents, her feelings regarding her new school and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she'd gathered up and withdrew again into herself. Stop interrogating this poor child. Don't mean to be a downer, it's okay. Grandparents die, it's a fact of life. Everybody has to have dead grandparents eventually. This makes me sound like really callous and mean. But people in my family are dying constantly. I have a very old, on average family, so I'm used to it. Once again, I partook in some collaborative make-believe. We played Dungeons & Dragons together, but this time I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrienne's grandfather, and I had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. Now, this may be overstepping my bounds some as a school counseling caseworker, but this was all in the service of making Adrienne comfortable and happy in this learning environment. In any case, I was able to dig up information regarding the grandfather by inquiring at the university in town. Not that I make it a habit of sleuthing, but I had a suspicion this grandfather was a professor, or at least some sort of researcher, due to the fact that the newly constructed laboratory on the campus I drive by every day bears his name in memorial. Well, that's nice. He was some sort of anthropologist, or linguist, or neuroscientist. Those are all very different professions. I did not have to dig that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying, and I ran up against the limits of my undergraduate education. But back to make-believe. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man?
Not anymore, but I'm teaching him.
So he's grown a good deal then? You've been feeding him well?
Yeah, he's getting bigger, but he has a lot of room in his cage.
He's still behind the bars?
Yeah, well, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling.
Well, perhaps if he climbs out, I can meet him someday.
Yeah, maybe, but he's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him, pick up after him.
Ah, you store the food in your lunchbox. That's nice of you to share.
He can almost talk.
You can't speak with him?
He doesn't have a mouth, sort of.
But how do you feed him?
He has a mouth on the outside, on his shell, or the stuff that's his skin.
I'm a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa.
Okay.
I asked her to explain how exactly she goes about growing her grandpa, and Adrienne began another tale. According to Adrienne, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. She really flies down those stairs full speed, huh? Child looks fake, it's a possessed doll. Perhaps. Maybe her parents possessed a doll about it, like she's possessing a doll for her grandpa. Enter. Can I touch? My lunchbox is currently empty. I need to seek out food for Grandpa. I should see him first. What is this then? Examine. The hairy thing that was here before is gone. Curious. Where can I find food for Grandpa? I guess I gotta wake him up. It was scary at first, she said. The way he moved, the way the doll's skin covered him. I wanted to interject. This somehow seemed inappropriate, but I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he's growing for me. So he's growing bigger now, I asked. Yes, she said. Bigger every day. I don't trust this. Grandpa, you don't look so good. You okay, Gramps? This begins the actual growing part of growing your grandpa. Beneath the doll's burlap skin, the follicles knit together what resembles a proper person, your grandpa. You are in charge of its cognitive development and diet until it is able to sustain itself. Currently, you are observing Grandpa. Please click the arrow back button for a brief tutorial of your duties as caretaker. Oh god. Here we can see a variety of options regarding growing your grandpa. Highlighted in red are objectives related to feeding and teaching Grandpa. Important messages regarding Grandpa's recent activity will also appear here. 0 to acceptable foods eaten, seek out things to feed him. 0 to words thought, find vocabulary cards to help Grandpa speak. That's nice. You'll need to find it food and learning material before you can move on to the next week. I am the teacher now. Some foods will make Grandpa happy, others merely content. Some food will make Grandpa disgusted to the point of nausea. Learning material is also scattered throughout the basement. Seek out vocabulary cards intended to help teach English and basic anthropoidic concept formation. This child is like 8 years old. She doesn't know what any of these words mean. The options highlighted in red are related to navigating around Grandpa's enclosure. The Go to Grandpa will let you perform all actions directly related to Grandpa. Accessing the study corner will let you go over any documents you pick up. It's a good idea to learn about the work of the people who last occupied the space. Okay, so I can read my third note that I accidentally clicked past. Accessing the kitchen corner will let you search for food in the old refrigerator and prepare food for Grandpa if need be. Help will play the tutorial. Save will save the game, and exit will exit the game. Understandable. More buttons may or may not appear, depending on your development of Grandpa, so watch out for them. One final note, take care to explore the basement at your leisure. However, due to the entropic nature of clutter and trash, different weeks may allow you to find things you had not previously discovered. Good luck. Oh boy. Okay. It's in the kitchen corner. Search. What that? Lettuce. Grandpa might like this. Is he a salad guy? What's in the lower fridge? A banana? A brown banana. Well, that's the best kind. You can make banana bread out of that. Should I prepare candle salad? That's one of my favorite, like, ye olden time, like 1950s food is candle salad. It's just like a banana stuck on top of a lettuce, and then like they like put a cherry on it. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Okay, soft fruit or vegetable and unappealing items. So we need to find some unappealing items, I guess. Go back. The cabinet, perhaps. Examine? Oh my god, there's so many things. Slouching under the weight of rotten refuse. Yay, more trash. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Oh god, that's so much trash. I thought people weren't allowed in this basement. Why is there just like new trash generating? I thought they were putting wax in the salad. No, it's because it's supposed to like look like a candle. Like the cherry on top is the flame of the candle, even though flames are orange and not red most of the time. This place will not be dirty again until next week. Okay. Blueberries. Yay, blueberries. Okay. Top drawer. Oh my god. This is the clean my room simulator. This is how it feels to clean my room. It's supposed to be a replacement for cake or something. I have no idea. And people in the 1950s were wild with it. They would just do anything. I'm surprised it doesn't have jello in it. Most things had jello in them. At least to my knowledge, it didn't have jello in it. It has been a while since I looked at a recipe for candle salad. Space will not be dirty again until next week. An account of an acquisition. You can examine this in detail later at the study corner. Okay, I'll keep going then. Bottom drawer? It's a safe, I guess. I can't touch that yet. Trash pile? A painting. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Just click everything, just in case. A folder full of radiographic images. Okay. Great. Anything else I can touch? No? Got it. And the trash pile. I love cleaning, you guys. I'm having such a good time cleaning. I know that I can move the trash can around, but I don't feel like pressing buttons. What's this? Fiberglass insulation. This isn't really food, but Grandpa might eat it. He's just willing to eat anything, huh? Gotta pick up all the trash. All clean. Great. Okay, examine. Did I press that before? Something about the painting looks strange. Was that implying that there was a thing I could pick up on it? Because I already did that. I'm so skilled. Exactly, touch everything. Point and click game rule number 1 is just touch everything you possibly can. Okay. A doll! A simple paper doll. This might be useful in the construction of magic symbols. Man, I can't wait to summon even more demons and die horribly. This looks like takeout containers. Are we gonna find like old rotten Chinese food in here or something? All clean. Can I touch? I cannot touch. Nothing for to touch. I don't. Whatever's going on in here, I'm suspicious of it. That looks like a human person. I don't like that. Did I look at that? Examine everything. Okay, yeah. Bulbous growth. Tree-ish. Okay, well, I can put away the trash before I check on the bulbous growth. Corroded battery. This isn't really food, but Grandpa might eat it. I don't think that's gonna be very healthy for him. He's a growing boy. Linguistics module. Hello. Teach Grandpa this word to read the notes of past educators. Okay. The paper is written with invisible ink until I teach Grandpa how to say hello. Understood. Is that everything? Ah. It's not everything. Alright, great. What's this bulbous growth I've heard about? Something appears to be growing from the wall. You take a closer look. Ew. Oog. A pulsating sac. The slimy membrane on its skin seems to contain something. It might be able to be opened with a blade. Scary. Okay. Well, let's go back to Grandpa, I guess. Swing into that room. Okay. I need to teach him 2 words, apparently. It's in the study corner. Over documents. Oh my god. Okay, note 3. What was this one? Ritual behavior with the sample trading bargaining will result in dismissal from the project. The precise mechanism of the exchange of symbols and gifts required for requested desirous yield is not known, and even then anecdotal accounts of success are something ended violent death. Offering is especially dangerous, and therefore all lab assistant lunches are to be vegetarian. This is a no meat zone. Okay, so don't feed Grandpa meat, I guess. Great, great. Why is no meat allowed not on the easy to read portion of it? Are there like other secret things on the other ones? No, it's just that's the same. What's on the rest of the notes? Oh, it's your shell notes. Oh my god, all these papers. Oh god. Acquisition note. Before we began, he had us all cover our faces completely. An earthenware pot was illegible, and on the inside, as we stole brief glances at it, we could see the interior was inlaid with mirrors. The illegible gave it small pieces of dough, spoiled food, chicken feed, illegible, keeping it content. The keeper gestured towards the small bag where the food composted and told us to be careful not to feed it any meat. I asked if the rotting food was enough to sustain it, how it might get nutrients from any of this. The keeper regarded me seriously and said it did not matter what it was fed, the act of feeding itself was what mattered. The act of feeding flesh is another act, however. He then gave me another series of grave warnings regarding not keeping any animal-derived foods near where I might be keeping it. Spooky. What's this? Can I touch? It appears I cannot touch. Anything further? Paper doll? No. Vocabulary card. Module administrator, record details on opposite side. Okay. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay, bye. I guess that's not important. Set of procedures regarding disposal and internment. I will read now, please. The researcher will seal off the enclosure bars, ensuring minimal gas leakage during the later fumigating process, and then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. Allow at least 48 hours of time where the current growth cycle experiences no human-related stimuli. Do not enter the enclosure area nor any part of the basement. Ideally, you will not be on the grounds at all. After 48 hours, 2 researchers will enter the basement wearing their assigned mirror mask, mirror apron, and powered air purifying respirator. The researcher will use the vent system to fumigate the enclosure area. Wait 30 minutes, and then use the fan system to ventilate the enclosure. Keep the fans running during steps 3 through 4. Re-enter the enclosure area wearing your assigned mirror masks and aprons. The organism may or may not be in complete dormancy. If it is not in full dormancy, be assured that its capacity to act against you will be greatly diminished. That doesn't sound very safe. With your assigned powered drills, quickly remove any enclosure bars needed to access the organism. Put them aside for later reinstallation. Put the organism into the burn barrel. Incinerate the organism thoroughly. Wait for any smoke to be properly cleared by the fan system. Turn off the fans. One researcher will retrieve the nucleus from the ash and place it in the mirror box. The other researcher will sift through the ash and place any other substantial remains in the biohazard bin in the room outside of the enclosure area. The bin is locked for safety purposes. The code is 323245. Should I write that down? Let me get my obligatory piece of paper that I always have to have near me just in case. 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. The researchers will fill a determination form and leave it for Dr. Hart. Okay. I've gained the conversation topic biohazard bin. Please consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. Okay. Family togetherness, worthless, trash. Nonsense. Okay. File cabinet. Oh my god. Oh, there's so many things. Jeez. Cashews. That's nice. I hope Grandpa isn't allergic to nuts. Okay, all clean. An account of an acquisition again? It was said to pass from one family of steppe people to another, but pressed on its ultimate origin illegible somewhere to the south, coiled in a bowl covered in incantations, buried upside down by a graveyard, a common late antiquity demon trap. The keeper, an elderly man in failing health, was ready to expound on and on about the dangers of the organism, but when I asked more pointed questions about the history of its acquisition, I was given curt responses that had a way of circling back to vague warnings. Ooh. Spooky. Can I not touch any of these? I can't steal coins. Oh, more trash. What is that? What are you? Okay, I guess that's just another piece of trash. I thought that would be some kind of object, but I guess not. Yeah, I love to talk about biohazard bins, man. That's one of my favorite conversation topics. I could talk to you all day about biohazard bins. Remove the taped down fabric to reveal the cabinet's wooden bottom. Oh boy. Notation regarding sample exoskeletons. Research participants, please take note. Each growth from a cycle does not require a shell, but you may find the sample will often try and seize on something somewhat flexible it can grow into, along with any desirous yield it may generate, or else it will move from one shell to the next as it outgrows them. I am going to get possessed by my grandfather. In the small amount of time I have spent with it in preparation, I have noticed it tends towards human forms. However, we should keep a tight lid on the anthropoidic seal, in order to be cautious before we begin to experiment with exposing it long-term to anthropoid stimuli. Okay. Note regarding cleanup procedures. To my colleagues, I don't mean to be overly severe in tone, but Dr. Hart's work is very important and the material we are working with is potentially very dangerous. I'll be handing out a copy of this note as a reminder to everyone. I am not trying to single any particular person out. I'm not naming names. We all have misconceptions about the nature of this project from time to time. With that out of the way, here are some things to keep in mind. 1. The active growth must be thoroughly terminated by the correct procedures at the very least 4 weeks after dormancy is interrupted. Doesn't matter what you've done or haven't done regarding test or procedures or how much the anthropoidic vacuum has been disrupted, we are not ready to go beyond 4 weeks at this point. A step-by-step guide to termination has been posted by the enclosure wall. Please, 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 please do not place the educational posters over this posting. Number 2, do not disrupt the anthropoid vacuum without Dr. Hart's prior consultation and approval. In case of any emergency where the vacuum is disrupted, put on your equipment and begin the lockdown procedure. Make an extensive note of when and how the breach occurred. If you find the habitat empty, page Dr. Hart immediately, but do not attempt to speak with anyone else. This thing can get very smart. I'm sure you're all well aware from the stories we heard on our acquisition trip. Your greatest caution should be used when dealing with a potential aggressive mimicry scenario. Please seek me out if you have any more questions. I'm not feeling so good about this grandpa situation. Oh hey, you slipped the radiographic images you found onto the machine's display.
Yay. Power?
Scary. Propagation number 21, day 19 after dormancy. Nth vacuum broken, yes. Term 21 days. Please tell me all of your detailed notes. Intriguing results with regard to the mimic hypothesis. A participant entered a sealed chamber adjacent to Whiskers, growth cycle number 21, which had been freed from the anthropoid vacuum, constructed quite economically from plastic and broken mirrors. The first propagation's original earthenware vacuum was shattered during the move-in. Between the two, there was a semi-opaque glass panel that allowed observation both ways. The human participant was asked to think of someone in the popular consciousness, fictional or no, and cogitate on their image, personality, face if possible, voice if possible, etc. Our participants chose actual Jesus, and with weekly repeated exposures to the participants' imagining, propagation number 21 began forming what resembled an anthropoid Nazarene in the fold of its spines. Weird guy to choose. I would have picked something a little less possibly scary, like, I don't know, Mickey Mouse, SpongeBob. Previous human-oriented tests have always bore out a result that Whiskers would form an anthropoid team member, be it me or Dr. Hart or Gerald, and we assumed it was merely mimicking one of us. Dr. Hart has always contended the desirous yield, or the anthropoid reproduction Whiskers creates when in contact with human beings, has always been based on the conception and relation to the person through someone else. With this framework, the desirous yield is not actually a replica of a person, or if it is only a replica of the fiction of a person generated in the mind of another. This desirous yield was not Jesus Christ, but the participant image of Jesus, assembled from their religious upbringing, religious artwork, depictions in popular culture, etc. This radiograph was taken right before the destruction of the growth cycle, while Whiskers was rendered unconscious via fumigation. Like a bee, it seems like with every successive propagation, the stem cells in the organism work a little faster. But I'm not paranoid. It's technically deathless, yes, but we're burning up whatever knowledge it's gained when we incinerate it. I don't believe in magic just yet. I'm sure you will soon, brother. This seems like a very believe in magic type of situation. Propagation number 2, day 0 after dormancy. Vacuum broken, yes. Term at 6 days. We have taken to calling it Whiskers, though of course some have interpreted it as hair or needles or quills, but Whiskers is more accurate, as the needles are really more like suprasensory follicles or spines. So it is a sea urchin. The nerve nets distributed throughout the morphology of these spines resemble those of genus Hydra, but have myelin sheaths that are functionally the same as vertebra. As we can see in the X-ray, each spine is laden with dense optical arrangements, similar to compound eyes. The Hydra connection is assuredly worth investigating with regard to the organism's capacity for regeneration and anecdotal deathlessness. It certainly is a robust enough creature to inspire marvel that is not untinged with fear. So it's like one of those jellyfish that live forever also as well. Okay, day 14 out of dormancy. Exposure to mammalian forms, part of a series of zoomorphic influences, led to further understanding of the propagation's ability to simulate the somatic stem cells that constitute fully developed animals. This is a whole lot of science speech that I am only vaguely understanding. I write simulate in the previous statement because examining the tissue of each propagation leads me to believe its amazing capacity for accelerated growth of vastly different forms comes from its cell-level mutability. And yet, at no time does it function as the thing it becomes, except in the sense that it mimics it. That is to say, when Whiskers is removed from dormancy and replicates a rabbit's morphology, it is not seeing from the rabbit's eyes nor smelling from the rabbit's nose, but pretending that it does, and doing a very good job of it. Good for him. Day 10, term at 12 days. The radiograph was taken at or around growth cycle number 4. The strange thing about it was that the subject of the image was found nowhere near the enclosure. It's almost like a piece of Whiskers fell off and scurried into the corner. I feel like we've learned a lot since then, but at the time, I remember speaking about the morphology being weird and not really even resembling any extant zoomorphic structure, besides maybe a cuttlefish. Then I happened to open the thing up. Inside were all these little dead amoeba-like things, but they all sort of looked like they had faces that were just barely there. After I took the radiograph, I gathered it up and went to go through it in the biohazard bin. As I walked by the bars of the enclosure, I could hear Whiskers suddenly going wild, flopping around and grunting excitedly. Could it have smelled the cuttlefish thing? Would it eat its own production? I guess it's technically flesh. This is beyond the scope of the project, but it could be that without the stimulus of an active brain, or more specifically, a healthy and active brain capable of face recognition and theory of mind, Whiskers begins to pull whatever it can from the limited data available to it. Again, this is not our focus at this time, but I left a note for Dr. Hart just in case he wanted to take a look. Oh boy. Okay, and that's Jesus again. Turn that off. Okay. Go to kitchen corner. Do we have any more? I don't think we got any disgusting foods. Can I prepare food? Oh, banana. Oh yeah, okay, I did get unappealing items. Give him a banana and a battery. 2 bees. The battery is concealed in the browning banana flesh. Okay. Grandpa, I have a snack for you. You want a snack, Grandpa? Feed. Would you like to view the tutorial? Sure. Please give me more tutorials. I love a tutorial. This brief tutorial will go over the basics of feeding Grandpa. Via induction of your unprotected insula, Grandpa has simulated the production of tooth enamel to mimic a human mouth. It will need to be fed through this in order to properly learn and grow. First, you will need to select an item from the lunchbox. Click on the lunchbox. Contents of the lunchbox will be displayed. Nice food and bad food. Select an item. Doing so will fill your hand. Note that any food can be put back into the lunchbox by clicking on it. Before Grandpa can be fed, it must judge the food by smell. Hover your hand above Grandpa's olfactory bulbs. If Grandpa is pleased, it will allow you to feed it. Most foods Grandpa will accept, however, getting Grandpa to consume other things requires some culinary deception. When Grandpa is willing to be fed, hover your hand over its mouth and click. Grandpa will then consume the food. Good luck! Do you want a snacky snack? You purchase... Okay, well I approach the window. Click on Grandpa's nostrils left of its mouth with a handful of food. Okay. Oh, I can feed him things that are not evil, actually. Okay, let's give him some dusty cashews first. Left of its mouth. Is that it? Is that his mouth? Right? Seems indifferent to the smell, but we'll accept it as a meal. Munch munch. Okay, enjoy. The meal appears to have been sufficient. Okay. Well, let's not feed him a battery first. I thought that was a requirement, that you had to like mix a normal food with a gross food. Have some blueberries. Grandpa finds this palatable. Enjoy your blueberries. Okay, good. The meal appears to have been sufficient. Are we good? Step away from the window set in the bars. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes towards its favorite corner. 2 times digestible food, 0 times other. Okay. Within the study corner, it's all these. Okay. Go to Grandpa. Teach. My single vocabulary card. Okay. Teaching Grandpa pronunciation and vocalization. The vocabulary word you picked will appear in the top left corner. In the bottom right corner will be a pentagon that is divided up into 8 sections. A section of the pentagon will be highlighted briefly. Oh no. A notification sound will play and soon another section will be highlighted. Oh, I'm gonna have to play Simon Says about it. You control a small round icon that sits above the pentagon by using your mouse. The ball is constrained to the pentagon. The goal is to keep your icon over the highlighted area and move it as the area changes sections. Okay. When you hold left click above the correct highlighted area, the icon will start to vibrate along with the simulated vocal cords, and the current letter of your word will begin to turn red. This is... I'm not parsing this. Wait, what do you mean? Keep holding over the highlighted section and adjust your icon as it changes place. Soon the letter will become fully red. Okay. After every letter becomes red, Grandpa will proudly pronounce the word, and it will be considered learned. Teaching Grandpa these words will accelerate its cognitive development and lead to further breakthroughs in general intelligence. Sure, why not? You approach the small window set in the jail bars. Okay, I'll figure it out. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold down the right mouse button if you wish to... Okay. I'm doing it. This is taking all my brain power. This is like scaring me. Oh no, did I mess up? Wait. Deeper than Grandpa's strange membranes phonate confidently. Hello. Okay, I didn't do it wrong. I accidentally, like, Twitch clicked the right mouse button. I thought I ended it. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module card and the notes there written by administrators of the past. Hello! Part of Vocabulary and Vocalization Module A2, Conversational Basics. General pronunciation comments, sloppy articulation. Module comments, see below. We are already encountering some difficulty as Whisker's subjectivity is so much determined by a diverse and dynamic array of influences. It attempts to mimic the thoughts and desires it passively intercepts, and these imitations go on to structure the basis of its identity. Only later in Whisker's growth cycle does it begin to form an identity, or identities, that are coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being when engaged in conversation. One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet oriented in one particular way towards who or how they are, because they might have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all of them mixed and muddled together. Because of this, we have started with the basics of conversation: greetings, partings, identifying one another, forming questions, etc., etc. We should just give him a phone with Duolingo on it. It is fortunate Whisker's current growth, number 19, I believe, has developed a mostly accurate human mouth simulation. Hello was a bit of a challenge in the previous growth, as it had failed to develop an adequate organ to act as a human tongue. You step away from the bars and store the module card. Great. Okay. Well, I've taught Grandpa a word. Is there anything else I can touch? Examine. The hairy thing that was here before is gone. You would just eat the phone, probably. Well, no, you'd have to hide the phone in a banana first. It seems to want you to hide inedible foods in inedible foods for him to eat it. He might not just look at a phone and think, this is edible, right? Made him try well. No, that's bad for you. I don't want my grandpa to be unhealthy. Okay, I can't do anything with my glue. Oh wait, paper doll. I can. Apparently. Well, if I find something else... Search trash pile. Search painting. Is there anything I can touch? I'll feed him the battery or the fiberglass next time, I guess. Is there anything in this? Waste here is particularly strong. Oh, clean. Where's the words, though? I need another words. Okay, trash pile, cabinet, mystery, door. Nothing. Search. No. Search again. No. Back. Look over documents. Severe note. What was that? Okay, I don't mean to be overly severe, etc., etc. And then it's marked as severe note. The only vocabulary card we have is hello. I'm not sure where another one may be. Did I miss? Oh, I did miss a cabinet. Okay. Well, I got it. I'm getting the hang of it. I got it. I understand. I know how to clean up trash. Look, another card. Grandpa. Teach Grandpa this word. Of course I will. That's his name. He has to know his name. All clean. Great. Delightful. Grandpa, are you ready to learn again? Teach. Vocabulary card, Grandpa. Yes. You press the small window, Grandpa settles over to meet you. My brain. I need to use all of my brain power to do that. Grandpa. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the card. Okay. E81, family. General pronunciation comments. Usual trouble with articulation, voice thin and raspy. Possibly underdeveloped larynx.
We've done several sessions of what we are calling familial relation simulation. I and a co-researcher sit in chairs opposite the enclosure. We are wearing the usual masks, and we begin to act out a scene, mostly through improvisation, that might roughly resemble a kitchen table conversation between an immediate family. Repeated trials would reveal, although our simulated conversation was purposely vague and unspecific regarding persons and identities, we would only address each other as a brother, father, sister, etc., etc. It soon became apparent the encoded information and associations we unconsciously drew upon when hearing and speaking these words were being picked up on by Whiskers and its psi-type field of reception interpretation of brain-mind events and semantic content. My co-researcher, William, noticed this in a simulation where Whiskers was given a role as a sister and he as a brother. I was the father. Whiskers began responding to certain prompts with unusual specificity, as well as a general pattern and timbre of speech that continued with unusual consistency. As soon as the simulation ended and we left the enclosure area, William let me know that Whiskers was almost certainly drawing from encoded memories of his late sister. Mapping out exactly what regions and centers of neural activity are intercepted by the psi-type field will take extensive neuroimaging that we do not have at this site. Currently, we only have less precise portable equipment. However, our experiences so far are eerily in line with folk knowledge and folk explanations regarding the being's access to desires, and we can begin to infer it has access to certain portions of the limbic system and ventral temporal cortex. Alright, store that at the table. Can we have a lovely little conversation with my grandfather? Grandpa accedes to your request. It approaches the bars and begins to unknit its skin. Scary. The inner grandpa, though still not fully formed, is revealed. It may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. Hello, inner grandpa. You're looking pretty squishy, with a great deal of Everett Grandpa gurgles fragmented thoughts through its ill-formed lips. Mother, will father. New lives out of the air. The dark spiny filaments that make up the majority of Grandpa's body begin to oscillate rapidly. The air behind your eyes. I can taste it. I don't like that. That's scary. What about your shell, Gramps? A great deal of effort, Grandpa gurgles fragmented thoughts. Skin. My body. All human skin around me. Give more. Grow more. To fit. What about the biohazard bin? How do you feel about that? Okay. However, it fails to produce more than a wet and frustrated sputtering noise. Maybe he's not a fan of the biohazard bin. Goodbye. Grandpa silently ascends back into its shell. Observe. You examine Grandpa, noting its movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa appears content and ready to cooperate. Well, that's nice. I'm glad he's having a good day. I will save my game. My game has been saved. Well, I did my tasks. I think I touched everything that there is to touch as well. End week. Yes, please. Did I do good, game? Food acquired. Lettuce, banana, blueberries, fiberglass, battery, cashews, concealed battery. Documents acquired. Doll, glue, magic book, grandpa, orientation notes, hastily written note. Oh my god, that's a lot of things. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to a new conversation topic to discuss with Grandpa. Language. That's nice. That's less threatening than the biohazard bin. Okay, week 3. Slap your papers down on that desk. Mrs. Richards approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrienne's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class, or when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I can only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. Mrs. Richards posited that it was perhaps Adrienne's family moving into their grandfather's property that caused the change. It apparently is out in the country, in a wooded area full of wide open space and far from the bustle and noise of the city. The grandfather, Dr. Jacob Hart, had jointly purchased the land with the university he was employed with and began constructing what he was intending to be a satellite campus for a burgeoning psychological anthropology program he had a hand in establishing. Only one building ever ended up being constructed after Dr. Hart died in a car accident when driving back from the property one day. Eerily, at almost the exact same time, a grad student who was assisting Dr. Hart on some sort of project at the property vanished without a trace. The property sat in disuse for years, as it was tied up in legal battles between Dr. Hart's next of kin, the university, the vanished grad student's family, and the other students Dr. Hart was working with. Eventually, the case was settled out of court. Only recently did the property fall into the possession of Adrienne's mother. Obviously, I was not going to relay this whole tragic story to Adrienne, who for all I know believes her grandpa to still be living in the basement. Besides, I thought she might already know all of this. Perhaps the elaborate story she was constructing was her own way of escaping the morbid details of a life, or perhaps lives, cut short by the cruel force of fate and the cynical adults who squabbled in the aftermath. I determined perhaps the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before, where I made active inquiries into her strange fantasy of a semi-sentient ball of skin. When I saw Adrienne, I did not bring up her grandpa or ask questions about his growth. Adrienne could not stop talking about it, however. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusions about her new best friend. Adrienne, maybe we can talk about something else. I'm not sure I'm following you exactly. He's gotten so big. He has so many whiskers that come out, and I can see them move around when I think about him. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm so happy Grandpa is back. He's so much cooler than Mom and Dad. Once again, for what it's worth, I have put down the story she told me as best as I could. Okay. Back to the basement we go, huh? Everything that was here before is gone. Still. Okay. Slashing under rotten refuse. More trash. Yay. I hope none of this is time-based. I hope the time that I take cleaning up trash isn't important. Okay. This is so much. How much trash do these people generate? Good lord, it's only been a week. Okay. There's nothing even there. What's the point? Efficient. Come on. Oh my god. This looks like they just have like sheets of like nori in here. These people are just storing all of their seaweeds. Oh my god, why is everything empty? Give me more objects. Can't touch. That's still useless to me. Examine, something about the painting looks strange. Huh? Nothing strange enough for me to touch. Okay. A snack? A potato. I love a potato. Who's leaving all these snacks down here? Vocabulary card, life. Okay. Oh god. Maybe I should press 3. Okay. Is that one? Yes, it is. Yay! Like, the other thing that the therapist can do with the storytelling is to draw what Grandpa looks like so you can have a better idea. Yeah. Art therapy. Okay. Trash pile part 2. Check on the bulbous growth. Yet another pulsating sac. Seems like it could be opened with a sharp edge. Okay. Well, I don't have any knives yet. Indecision. Oh, that's a difficult word. I forgot that I put that there. Okay. Now I'm being truly efficient. If there's nothing in here, I'm gonna be annoyed. Something. Give me something. Dang. Where's more snacks for my grandpa? He's so hungry. Waste here smells particularly strong. Okay. Pulsating sac. Okay. So that's our first pulsating sac. I didn't realize that there were 2. Oh, I accidentally clicked off the game. I was getting too enthusiastic with my trash collecting. I need to pick up all the trash before I can pick up my reward object. Okay. Kiwi! A kiwi! That's lovely. I've actually never eaten a kiwi. The darkness unnerves me. I already looked at all that. Examine. Just tree-ish. Okay. To the door we go. I need to feed him 3 entire foods. Oh god. And 2 words. Go to Grandpa. Let's give my grandpa a little snacky snack. Feed. Okay. Should we feed him the evil battery? Or fiberglass? We don't have drywall yet. Fiberglass is the closest thing. Grandpa grimaces at the sterile artificial smell. He does not want to eat fiberglass. Okay. Give him a potato. He seems indifferent, but we'll accept it as a meal. Well, I want to give my man something that he likes. Kiwi! He seems indifferent. Why don't you like kiwi?
By its neutral reaction, this will sate its hunger, but that is... Man. Okay. Battery time. This feels mean. He will accept it for feeding. Okay, eat up. Although quickly consumed, the meal seems to be causing some indigestion. And with a sudden lurch, Grandpa empties its stomach onto the floor. Okay, so no more batteries. Icky. Gross. Okay. Time to eat your potato. You good? Okay. I won't feed him any more batteries. Okay. Munch munch. The meal has been sufficient. It said he wanted me to feed me 3 things to him, right? Grandpa silently slides back into his corner. 2 times digestible food, 1 times other. He's so picky, I can't believe it. Okay, 2 of 3 acceptable foods. So we can... Oh wait, no, I can go to the kitchen. I can search things in the kitchen. Up here. Lower fridge. A strawberry. Great. Okay. Grandpa, I have more snacks for you. Ooh. This is threatening. Oh wait, there was an examine stomach contents button. I'll look at that in a second. I'm gonna just sift through his vom. Sate your hunger, brother. The meal appears to have been sufficient. Okay, great. Grunts and appreciation. Okay. Go back to Grandpa. Examine his stomach. Oh, there's a key. Ew. This might help you explore more of the basement. Gross. Why is it pink? What did you eat? I didn't feed you a key. I fed you a battery. Let's observe him. How are you feeling? Grandpa appears content and ready to cooperate. Alright, sure. Well, then we'll teach him. Oh wait, no. Did I press the feed button? I might have. I did. I want to teach him words now. Oh, sorry. He dejectedly locomotes back to his favorite corner. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I wanted to teach you vocabulary words. Go to Grandpa. Teach life and indecision. Those are like... That's a very difficult word all of a suddenly. Oh, we told you to stop eating key. Grandpa, I know you need more iron, but like, just take a pill. Okay. Teach word life. Okay. Strange memories. Phonate confidently. Life. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the card. Okay. P29, concept formation. General pronunciation comments, none. At week 3 of growth 24, Whiskers appeared to recall some information from a previous growth cycle. We cannot be sure that this was really the case. For all we know, what we interpreted as it recollecting this information was really it drawing semantic content from one of our recollections of it, and redeploying it without rationality or contextualization. For the sake of our safety and for the sake of scientific inquiry, we are attempting to draw out from Whiskers whether it somehow retains knowledge from previous cycles in its morpholytic nucleus. We did not think it was possible the nucleus, though complex and incredible in its regenerative abilities, was capable of this, and that the nerve network that grew from it made up the base of Whiskers' mind, and so we are now attempting to ask Whiskers, as best we can, if it has ever died, or what it might remember if it did. Step away from the bars. Okay. Grandpa's really a key-making machine. Who needs locksmiths or whoever makes copies of keys? Just get Grandpa to throw up a bunch, and you can get a copy of a key for every room in your house, completely for free. Okay, let's teach him some more. Wait, actually, would anything be in the examine posters? Okay, no, we can't move that. Search the cabinets. Yes, I can. I can move more things around in the cabinets. Perhaps more snacks for Grandfather? Please a snack for my grandpa? Okay, or not. File cabinet 2. I'm assuming the key will let me open the safe that was, I think, in the desk or whatever. I don't know if there's anything else that would require a key. I hope he throws up a flashlight at some point so that I can look into the spooky dark corner. 3. Phone's clean. It's clean also. Okay, I think we're good. Let's explore further. Trash pile, bubbles growth cabinet, bottom drawer. You try the safe lock with the key you found. Oh, my brain. And it pops open. A photo of your mother as a young woman. The recognition of this face kicks off a cascade of emotion and meaning deep within your psyche. Oh yay. Can't touch any of those though. The other picture's not important, I guess. Does that mean I can make a new voodoo doll? Let's go back and teach Grandpa another word. And then make our new voodoo doll. Grandpa, I'm here to teach you more vocabulary. Teach indecision. God. The difference in color on these, like, segments is really hard for my brain to pick out for some reason. Like, I have to think probably for longer than I should to figure out which one is the right one. This is really small on my screen, by the way. This window takes up maybe a quarter of my screen. Okay, indecision. What are the notes? Module F23, Theory of Mind. General pronunciation comments, articulation problems, possible trouble with diphthongs. We are introducing the latest growth of whiskers to more subtle social cues and testing its ability to judge mental states of participants in conversation. The semantic content that flows to whiskers via its psi field is still becoming muddled and slipped without distinction into conversation, although our intention of instilling in it a solid theory of mind will perhaps make it begin to understand that we do not know what it knows or know what we are without our controls sending to it. One would think a theory of mind seems to develop as part of its maturation process. In order to hunt sapient beings, it must be able to deceive them. In order to deceive, it must be able to make certain metacognitive judgments. For example, if their deception appears to be working or how one ought to be deceived. We may never see it develop a theory of mind anytime soon, as Dr. Hart has disallowed a cycle of Whisker's growth to live into the beginnings of maturity. Oh god. Or it's gonna eat me. I'm gonna get ate. Grandpa recently emptied its stomach, by the way, just so you know. Okay, I fed him, I taught him. Let's glue together another voodoo doll. It's a long word to teach something that has a hard time talking. Okay. Indecision isn't that hard of a word for, like, a child that already knows how to speak, but a child trying to teach a thing that doesn't even really have a human mouth, little not good. A tangible symbol of intention and desire. Can I do anything with it? Can I feed it to Grandpa? Is there anything I can do with the painting? I don't think so. What about my key? Examine. Everything that was here before is gone. Enter. Let's communicate. No, wait, I can offer him the doll. Okay. Grandpa cedes to my request. The inner Grandpa. Does he look a little different? It's hard to tell. Ask about language. Grandpa still struggles somewhat to speak due to its undeveloped tongue, mouth, and jaw. However, it manages to rasp out an answer. Grandpa is old. My lives were easier before I made myself to speak, and before you made clothes to wear and rules to obey. Your grandpa remembers. I have learned much in many lives and deaths. Keep speaking with me. I love talking with you and learning from you, and it helps your grandpa so much. Soon I will be everything you would like me to be. Great. Does that mean that he can tell me more things? What about the bin? Okay. They kept putting me in a box, sleeping and then set a light, and then in a box in the corner in the darkness. Most of you couldn't read then. The scribe came and wrote what everyone said. They wrote on strips of bark with thin reeds. No, it was not that.
It was a paper posted somewhere. It had words to open the box. I was half dead in the box. The part of me that dies was put there for a long time. That part of me, and other things they threw in. A refused pile. Papers they discarded.
Oh god, and I don't want to have to do this voice roll. Just imagine what I'm saying in the voice. My throat's gonna hurt if I keep doing that. Okay, something to grow in. My skin is not the doll's skin. My skin is not like your skin either. I can still feel your eyes on me inside my shell. I have many eyes to see, but I don't need them as much as I need your eyes, with which I can understand as seeing me. There is a cycle of attention. You give me myself, but I am still not that. Slowly I form a human shape, and you see me more as human, and I become that. Okay. Ask about wish. Hunger is not enough. On the walls of the cave, the auroch can be hunger transformed. Desire is fulfilled by pain. Your grandpa doesn't have the right words right now. I can only say I love you. Love is not enough, though. Desire is not enough. Project it outwards. Make it true to yourself, if only in symbol. Then it will be enough. For me and for you. Are you implying I should give you the doll? Goodbye. Grandpa silently ascends back into its shell. Grandpa doesn't appear to be interested in the doll right now. He appears content and ready to cooperate. Okay, so that doesn't really matter. What if I just picked up his vomit, like, drop it in the trash? Like it's made out of gelatin. Okay. Well, we have done all of our actions, I think. What happens next week? Food acquired: potato, kiwi, pear, strawberry. Vocabulary cards and all. Week 4! So do I have to keep feeding him things that will make him vom in order to get important items? The time I have to spend compiling an evaluation on Adrienne is almost up, and I still can't say what to make of her changes in mood. It is of course the case that children of Adrienne's age are nowhere near finished learning and growing. I may have to simply be happy that Adrienne was able to improve her attitude. However, something in the odd and occasionally grotesque stories she continues to bring out to me still strike me as meaningful. How has your week been, Adrienne?
Grandpa is almost ready. He's almost finished. Well, sort of.
Ah,
He's almost as big as his shell now. He has a face, and he can talk pretty well, and almost has legs.
I see.
As before, I've put down the story she told me as best as I could.
Once again, Adrienne told me about growing her grandpa. I still feel the need to keep touching, just in case. Examine the trash pile. More cleaning. Yay. Objects. What is that? Bar of soap? Bar of soap. This isn't really food, but Grandpa might eat it. Okay. Let's feed him one poison a day so that he maybe gives me more important items. What was that? There it is. Okay. Back we go. What about the bulbous growth? Seems like it'd be easily some of the sharp edge. I don't have any sharp edges right now, other than maybe the key. But I don't think that's sharp enough. Probably the cabinet? Okay. Come on! Sometimes it doesn't know when I click. Maybe he can wash his mouth out with soap. He hasn't cursed at me yet. He doesn't deserve that. I'm putting away all the trash first. Okay. Meaning. Okay. Grandfather, what is the meaning of life? Okay. I'm being too fast and efficient in my trash throwing away. I've gotten too good. It's trying to slow me down. I'm not a big fan of the creepy dolls in here, honestly. Bottom drawer. I can't touch. Another bulbous growth. Okay. Threatening that everything is forming bulbous growths. Search painting. Still nothing weird about the painting. There's trash pile. Okay. Look, I don't know why I feel the need to make effort noises when I'm having trouble clicking something. It's spreading. Oh god, what is that, a tortilla? Okay. Flatbread. We got naan in our basement. Okay. And the painting still looks strange. Not strange enough for me to do anything about it. Let's see here. Okay. Come on, let me put some in the trash. Make the trash a little bigger, please. I'm having a hard time throwing these balls of paper into the trash. Oh my god, 2 whole objects? It's like Christmas. Symbol. And a mushroom. That's nice. Bulbous growth again. Ew. Okay. The waste here is particularly strong. Okay, well at least whatever creepy mannequin is over there hasn't moved and come to life or whatever. That's something. Hey Gramps, how you doing? 3 accidental foods and 2 words. Okay. I'm going to look in the fridge for more snacks. An apple! An apple a day, Grandpa. Jackfruit. I have collected all foods. I'm on the gourmand grind. Apparently, thanks. Achievement. I don't think apple is a soft fruit. An appealing item. Let's fill an apple with razor blades. This feels so mean. Okay. Go to the study corner. Search the cabinets. Gotta collect all of my objects first. There might be more food in here. There might be more snacks for my grandpa. Or perhaps not. Hard to say. Oh god. Okay, no, it's all clean. Worthless. Shouldn't have even bothered. Riveting content. Okay. Also, apparently this game has 2 endings. I don't know what the way to get the endings is. Hopefully they're not, they don't hinge on me feeding him an evil thing every day, because if so, I missed a day. Okay, feed Grandpa 3 things, and teach Grandpa 2 words. Go to Grandpa. Observe, how's he doing? He seems fatigued and almost anemic. Some of its spines appear brittle. Perhaps it would be more cooperative if fed an iron-rich meal like meat. I don't have that. Do you want a doll? He doesn't appear to be interested. I will now teach you. Meaning. Okay. You have to get your education before you can eat your food. Why is that one so easy? Suspicious. I don't like how much that was just holding one thing. Meaning. Okay, what are my notes? Module J11, Metacognition and Higher Thought. No pronunciation comments. We further delve into abstraction with Whiskers, partially, or perhaps for the most part, for the purpose of determining the origin of its recollections that precede its death. I like that they call it Whiskers. It's like an evil, threatening demon tulpa creature. They're just like, I call it Whiskers because it has whiskers. Dr. Hart has begun to theorize that in the process of death, the structure of Whiskers is compressed back into the morpholatic nucleus, and then later, upon re-establishing the nerve netting that is laced through its spines, is slowly reassembled and redeployed as needed. I do not think this is the case, for I can plainly see that for growth cycles in which Whiskers is not receiving our pronunciation of vocabulary lessons, that its capacity general for comprehending its environment is greatly diminished, and in the simulated conversations we carry out, Whiskers struggles greatly or else does not participate. In any case, we'll press on with our lessons and heed Dr. Hart's caution regarding terminating the growth cycle before Whisker's allotted growth time passes, or if it appears to be becoming just a little too competent at appearing human. Step away from the bars. Okay. I guess we can feed Grandpa now, right? Ooh. How do they get all those notes from one word? I think they're just saying anything so that they can seem sciencey. He still doesn't want the doll. Nothing new in his vom. They have to feel like they're doing something sciencey, so they just write as many words as they possibly can. What is this? A small cut of flesh from a jackfruit. It is bone dry and very hard. Once hearty slices of fungus, now brittle and slowly crumbling. Flattened fried dough, moldy and stiff. A small bar of Castile soap. Brown strawberry, hard as a rock. A soft brown pear. A lot of these don't seem very healthy. Well, let's feed him a jackfruit. Grandma, he finds this palatable. He's not even complaining even a little bit. The meal appears to have been sufficient. Okay. A mushroom. Seems indifferent, but we'll accept it. Sure. Go nuts. As long as you'll eat it. Now, for your razor blade apple. You will accept it for feeding. The meal seems to be causing some indigestion. Okay. And he threw up about it. Gross. Sorry about that. Here, eat some bread to soothe your stomach. You doing good? Okay, great. See you later. I need to look at your vomit for a second. Go to Grandpa. Examine his stomach contents. A skizzer! This might help you explore more of the basement. Are we gonna cut open the stuff? Let's teach Grandpa first. Let's get all of our Grandpa activities done for the day. And then I'll cut open the bulbous growths. Okay. Symbol. Hey. You can do it, Grandpa. I believe in you. Strange memories, phone it confidently! Symbol. Okay, what are my notes now? Module J15, Metacognition and Higher Thought. General pronunciation comments, there is nothing. There appears to be nothing written here, or if there was, it was thoroughly erased. Strange. Mysterious. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to cut open the bulbous growths, huh? Oh, I didn't even have to press any buttons, it just does it automatically. That's nice. It is now possible to take a look inside. You peer into the small opening. In the oily cavity, a powerful smell of rot arises, and many small, increate beings lay motionless and dead. However, you just barely hear the near silent slithering of something. Or maybe it's just your imagination. Ew, there's a bunch of homunculi in here. Nasty. Ew, the squish. Ew, the squamsh. Okay. 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 Anything? Anything new in here? Ooh! What are you? An anthropoid remnant, number 1, a self-sufficient animal form knit together from years of ambient thoughts, left to crawl around the basement. Grandpa may enjoy the flesh. You're gonna feed Grandpa meat even though it told me not to. Little friends? Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna look at more growths. Noise is so good, it is kinda icky. Okay. It's not possible to look inside. Okay, many small and great beings. Ever you just hear near silent slithering. Okay. Okay. Creature! Okay, Grandpa may enjoy the flesh. So that's the same description. Any, like, fruits and vegetables in here, maybe? Maybe a fruit and a vegetable. I'm a little wary of feeding him meat, but I might just have to do it. What else is there to... Oh, okay, there was one hidden way up on the edge. Almost completely invisible. Tree spoil. Have I searched there? I have. Okay. What about the painting? Anything new? No? Alright. Trash pile part 2. Is it possible to take a look? Please do. Okay. I think I'm just gonna... I don't know. I'm gonna go with the flow of the game. I'm gonna feed him some meat later. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If I'm even able to feed him the meat, actually. I think the weeks might be over. How many weeks were we supposed to have? I don't remember. I don't know if he'll let me feed him stuff next week, but I already fed him all the foods I need to feed him this week. So I guess we'll see. I think that's the separation between the ends where you feed him flesh and where you don't. Alright. Well, we'll see which ending I get. Flesh or no flesh. Enter. Observe. How you doing? He seems fatigued and anemic. Okay, he's still not doing great. Do you want my doll? No? Okay. 3 out of 3 foods and 2 out of 2 words. Oh wait, no, I didn't talk to him yet. Go to him. Attempt to communicate. No response. Oh no. Anyway. What happened next week? Maybe we won't feed him meat then. I don't know how far along we are, technically. We'll see. Week 5. I think 5 might actually be the end of it. 5 weeks at Grandpa's. Who could that be? Come in. Ah, Adrienne, good to see you. Aren't you a little early? No matter. I suppose I have some time now. How have you been? How's your grandpa doing?
That's why I wanted to talk to you. Something happened.
Oh, what happened? Nothing bad, I hope?
No, nothing bad. Just different, I think. Maybe even good. Well, I'll tell you about it. Last night, something woke me up. There was this noise at first. It was like it came from the walls. I could hear it from my bedroom, but there was something else. Something calling. I could hear it just barely. I was afraid somehow Grandpa hurt himself. I had to go find out. I went downstairs in the vent, the place where I first found Grandpa, or what I grew him with. It was open. Do you remember how I told you about the vent in the ceiling behind the bars? I was thinking he climbed up into it. He'd gotten so big, he could have done that. Maybe he'd gotten trapped somehow in the vent. I had to go see.
Oh no. We're gonna get caught. I got inside, I heard the calling again, more clearly this time. Grandpa was definitely in the vent somewhere.
I could feel him hearing my thoughts. I got that weird feeling, a sense in the air. I had to go forward.
Jump scare me, Grandpa. Do it. Ew, it's icky in here.
As I moved in closer, the vent had stuff in it. The kind of slimy, hairy stuff Grandpa would leave around a lot. It was definitely close.
I don't like. I'm not a fan of this.
Something was there at the end. But it wasn't Grandpa. It looked maybe like he had made it, though. It was slumped in the corner. It had a weird mouth, and...
It's the Eraserhead baby.
It had lungs on the outside and drew in just enough air to call out. And then it just stopped. Stopped breathing. And then something was hanging over me.
Yes?
And then I woke up in my bed.
In your bed? Adrienne, it sounds like it was just a quite dreadful dream. Are you alright, by the way? Your face is twitching like you're about to have a violent sneeze. Oh my god, she got possessed.
I'm fine. It's just Grandpa, you see. It took me a little while to figure out, but... Later, when I was brushing my teeth, I saw one of Grandpa's whiskers poking just out of the space under my eye. And I started to remember how in the vent he hid inside of me. It was so fast, I could barely remember. But soon I started to feel him sliding around in my head. Behind my forehead, and behind my eyes and nose. It doesn't hurt at all, it's just ticklish. I'm glad I can be with him. Oh, I can feel him now. I think he wants to meet you. If part of him is moving down my arm. Oh.
I'm starting to get worried, Adrienne. You really shouldn't be twitching like this. I should walk you to the nurse's office. Come on, let's go.
You should really meet him. I've told you so much about him. Here.
What are you doing? Adrienne, you're starting to look very ill.
Please just wait. Just stay still. He's gathering, waiting at my fingertips.
I was right, I did get possessed by Grandpa.
Why do you look like that? You don't have to be afraid. Look.
What do you mean loading? What are you loading? What are you doing? Are you frozen? Hello? I got the failure of fulfillment ending. Okay. I am going to skip the thing and then we'll get ending number 2 where I feed him meat, I guess. Let's see. Start. Delete my save progress, whatever, sure. No. Okay. Well, time to feed my grandpa some meats. Hopefully it's less bad now. Okay. Excuse Adrian during music class. Okay, I think it's all the same. So we'll skip through. Time for a meat-only diet, except for the things that I have to feed him to make him vom. Okay. The basement? Oh, I wonder what's in the basement. Crazy. Anyway. You can't skip this one. You have to read it. Okay. 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 Great. I love cleaning up trash. It's my favorite. Okay. Now you have to do this all over again. Oh my god. Jeez. Okay. Okay. The creature! Not the creature. Okay. 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 Okay, nothing I can touch there. I touch trash pile. I can't touch the trash pile. I forgot. Whatever those are. I'm still not fully certain what those are. Okay. Take doll. Search closet. Great. Great. We're being so efficient. Okay. Continue. We just need to get my grandpa some meat as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. How much meat do I have to feed him? Would just one meat be enough? I assume that I just have to feed him as much meat as possible. Really, really go all the way. Okay. Okay. Great. Mystery area. Trash pile. I'm just gonna check everything just in case. The mystery creature. You can explore here without some form of light. How do I get some form of light? That appears to be something. Note. Note again. More notes. Another note. Okay. Hastily written note. Enter. Okay. A hidden cage lined with mirrors. The tarp. I guess that's like tape or something holding it up. It kind of just looks like cartoon bones. Okay. Yes. Okay, glue. Grandpa. The wall. Glue. So what am I supposed to do with the doll of my mother? Maybe I have to give it to him, like, earlier for it to matter. Gain the conversation topic wish. Gain the conversation topic shell. Week 2. Here we go. Come on, come on. Okay. It seems like there's more things that I can do other than just feeding him meat to change things. But I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. How do you feed him? He has mouth on the inside, etc., etc. Okay. Back to the basement we go. Enter. Wake Grandpa up. Okay. Hello, Grandpa. Please don't possess me this time. Scuttle over, say hello. Okay. So you can see the actual growing part. Great. Great. Do I have any snacks? I do not. Need to seek out food for Grandpa. Okay. 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 I understand. I get it. I know. I got it. Okay. Kitchen corner. Get some snacks. Get some more snack. And then feed him as much poison as I can. File cabinets. Cashews. I don't think it's really necessary for me to pick up all the foods if I'm just going to be poisoning him. I need to pick up soft foods because that's what you can hide poison in. But you know, might as well. Okay. All clean. I assume it doesn't change at all what you can find in here, but I also don't remember what's anywhere, so... I'm just gonna clean willy-nilly. Let's just not actually interact with him in any meaningful way and just feed him meats. Let's be a neglectful granddaughter this time. God, I'm getting so good at packing trash into the trash bin. Soft foods for poison. Very important. Make sure to put your poisons into soft food. I've gained the biohazard bin topic. That's not what I wanted. Okay, back. Did I search all of them? Yeah, I'm good. I got it. Examine educational posters. Was there stuff back here? Okay. That. Back. Okay, so I do need to find the vocabulary cards, actually. I do need to teach my grandpa how to speak. Examined, things gone. Trash pile. Oh, there's a bulbous growth, though. There's an immediate bulbous growth. Proto battery. Okay. Time to feed my grandpa some poison. Can we, like, speedrun it and just feed him only poison the first day and get both of our necessary items? Okay. Sometimes it is hard to tell where the trash is. The darkness. Did we look at everything? Oh, we didn't. Okay, there's probably more poisons in here, right? There was... one of them was fiberglass in here. Yeah. This isn't really food. It's fine. We just need him to throw up important items. Okay. Get in there. Get in there. Search the painting. Okay. The radiographic images. I probably won't actually look at those, but I would just like to have every item I can. Did I look in the cabinet? Who knows? I did not. Oh god, the tedium. Probably should have just used my save game. Because I only saved once. Right after I got all the items. So whatever, it's too late now. Blue breeze. Okay, all clean? At least we're going a little faster. I don't even know if there was ever actually anything important in the doll box. Okay. The account of acquisition, bottom drawer, I can't use that yet. Okay. To the door we go. To the kitchen corner, prepare food. Let's make some poison for my grandfather. Battery. Conceal. Why did the child think to do this? What did she mean by this? Okay, we'll feed Grandpa a regular food, and then a poison food. Blueberries. He finds is palatable. Meal appears to have been sufficient. Now for your poison. Enjoy your poison. Great. And now have some cashews. Okay, great. We have successfully fed our grandfather. Go to Grandpa. Took his mom. Yay, a key. It's still a little wet. Icky. Okay. Now... you can... that's not what I wanted. Open up the cabinet. Try the safe lock and it pops open. Okay. My mom? Now I assume we just teach him words, right? Oh wait, no. Okay, I wasn't sure if I checked that, so I was just checking to make sure. There it is. I wasn't sure if I could do this on the first day. I guess I can. Maybe he'll be more receptive to my voodoo doll if I give it to him earlier. All clean. Okay. Now I can make my mom voodoo doll. Glue together. Continue. Back to my grandpa. Okay, will you accept the doll now? He doesn't appear to be interested. Let's teach him. I accidentally pressed the watch the tutorial button. Yes, we will teach him the word grandpa. Is there a way to, like, fail this? Okay. Seems like his strange membranes are always phonating confidently. Grandpa. Great. Oh my god, mucho texto. Teach him. Hello. You can do it. You can do it, Grandpa. I believe in you. Okay. I keep accidentally clicking out the window. Hello. He figured it out. He's so intelligent. Good work, Gramps. Okay. 2 out of 2 words taught. Go to Grandpa. Observe. How you feeling? He appears content and ready to cooperate. Can I offer the doll? No, I cannot. I will attempt to communicate with you. Icky. He's so moist. Okay. 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 Gross. That doesn't sound so nice, considering what we know. Skin on my body. All the human skin around me. Yeah, he loves possessing people. That's his favorite. What about the biohazard bin? I don't know if this is actually necessary. Just in case. Goodbye. See you later. Do you want the doll now? No? Okay. Nothing doing to stomach contacts. Just wanted to make sure. Enwick. Great. We'll see if we can give him the doll tomorrow. Okay. Navigating the conversation topic language. Week 3. I hope this second ending is worth it. Okay. Yeah, continue to psychoanalyze this 8-year-old. I don't know why 8-year-old is like my default, like, child age. Every time I see a child, I'm like, what are you, 8? Okay. I don't know why. There was nothing there that entire time. Still can't take anything out of the bottom drawer. Okay. I don't remember what the foods were, like where specifically they are. I think all of the foods that you can hide evil things in are probably in the fridge. It was saying like soft foods, and all the foods that you find out of the fridge appear to be desiccated and gross because they've been sitting in drawers for a million years or whatever. I don't know. Check anyway. You can do it. Worthless waste of my time. Okay. The trash pile. There's a trash pile. Another vocabulary card. Okay. Duplitate. If only we can make mashed potatoes. Conceal more poison inside of that soft food. Okay. It's like trying to feed a dog a pill. Like you have to hide it in peanut butter. Search the trash pile, please. Thank you. Another card. Indecision. Go at it. Go at it. I probably have enough soft foods to give him the fiberglass. Have him throw up my necessary sharp implement. Okay. Now we will feed my grandfather some yummy yummy fiberglass. Munch munch. Okay, we need to feed him 3 things. Go to the kitchen. Pear. Search the fridge. Strawberry. Prepare some evil food. Oh, potato is soft apparently. Okay, fiberglass potato. Okay, back. Now we will feed Grandpa some yummy yummy poison. Please give me my important items, Grandfather. This feels like animal cruelty, even though I know that he wants to, like, possess and kill me. But, you know. He makes a plaintive whine. Sorry. Sorry, man. I need objects. He doesn't appear to be interested in the mother doll also as well. Okay. Now we can feed him some meat. Bulbous growth. Okay. Return to the bulbous growth. They're gross. You're icky. What are these even? They just look kind of blobby. There's not really any identifiable, like, creature shape to them. They did say something about cuttlefish and also jellyfish, so perhaps a bit cuttlefish or jellyfish-esque. The anthropoid remnant. Yummy yummy. All clean. I began the conversation topic little friends. I forgot to talk to him about little friends last time, I think. Or like he wasn't feeling well and he didn't wanna. Go to Grandpa. How you doing? His gums are bleeding slightly and his skin seems overly dry. It may need a food packed with vitamin C. A kiwi fruit would be an excellent remedy. Do we have a kiwi? Oh. Did I search everything? I don't know. Trash pile. Oh wait, a kiwi. Kiwi. Okay, we'll feed him a kiwi and then we'll feed him some meat. Enter. Grandpa. Eat your kiwi. Sorry about making you throw up earlier. I needed important object. I have an ancient and nearly completely dried out kiwi. Here. Are you healthy now? Will you accept my doll now? Grants an appreciation. Okay. Are you appreciative enough to take my doll? He doesn't appear interested. Jeez. Grandpa, why don't you ever care about my hobbies? Grandpa seems excited and its cilia wave in frenzy. The meal appears to have been particularly well received. Your offering of flesh stirs something within Grandpa. From within the folds of its body, a wiry, proboscis-like appendage begins to emerge. It may be worth taking a look at this after the feeding. Knowledge you've recently acquired has given you access to a new conversation topic to discuss with Grandpa. Proboscis. Great. Step away from the window. That's an appreciation. I don't remember how many foods I fed him. I think it was just 2. I'm not sure if that's the amount that I actually had to feed him. 2 of 3. Okay. We'll teach him some words. Or actually, maybe we can offer him the doll. He doesn't appear to be interested. What about your proboscis, Grandpa? Motion to Grandpa to approach and point to the thin protuberance. Grandpa silently ambles closer to the bar and fully extends it towards you. I don't trust like this. Icky. A minuscule needle extends from its tip. There appears to be one more thing you must give, if only for the sake of propriety.
What do you mean? My hand? You want to hold hands? Blood? Ooh. Not great. Grandpa has appreciated your blood offering. It will receive a symbol or totem from you now, although only one per offering. As the blood-fed proboscis retracts back into the folds of fabric, you step away from the bars. I guess now he will take my doll. Grandpa's spines quickly reach out and envelop the doll before drawing back. The doll quickly vanishes within the folds of Grandpa's skin. Constructing and then offering your mother's image to Grandpa, symbolically stated by blood, instills in you a concrete sense of completion. Grandpa gives a soft, affirming grunt as it senses deep within your mind the ritual transformation of your desire. Although Grandpa must receive both a mother and father totem before the fulfillment of your wish is assured. Okay. How are you doing right now, Gramps? You examine Grandpa, noting its movements, expressed in general mood. Grandpa appears content and ready to cooperate. Okay. Does that mean I need to find, like, a picture of my dad? Trash pile. Because it looked like there was a picture of a person in the safe, right? The thing that I unlocked. I don't know if that was, like, actually not clickable or just not clickable until I gave him mom also. Let's see, bottom drawer. I don't appear to be able to take those. Cabinet. Okay, top drawer. Nothing. Bottom drawer. Nothing. Do I have any objects? None. None. Okay. Trash pile again? All clean. Bulbous growth. It's not possible to take a look inside. We'll bulbous growth it. We'll see. Okay. Now I'm like... Does this game only have 2 endings? I feel like I read that it only had 2 endings, but now I'm not so certain. Okay. There's a creature. Great. Okay. Well, I guess we'll feed him some more meat. Why not? Oh wait, there's stuff in the cabinets as well. Ichabod. I should have maybe paid more attention to where things were. Also, that code never came up. What about the code? I don't think there was anywhere I could enter a code. Man, I need to pay more attention to what's going on in games. I need to go to brain camp. Okay. Cabinet 3 is clean. We'll teach Grandpa some words. Or actually attempt to communicate. Let's see what he has to say. Okay, the wish. Okay. Yeah, this is the level of grandpa development I was speaking to earlier. Didn't the waste bin have a code? Yeah, but I don't know where the waste bin would be. Ask about language. I don't remember if any of these actually gave me new topics to talk to him about. Okay. I might as well ask about all of them just in case. Okay, the box. Yes, yes, yes. I know, I understand. You had a tough go of it. Poor guy. Michelle. Okay. Okay. He just sounds like a fish. Okay. That was written language. What about your little friends? The little ones, they grew like seeds off my skin, worms fall off my body. Thoughts falling off of me, dreams put there by others. When I was under the ground, I made only very few. Shepherds walked through the grave, and I saw them lusting for their wives, and my skin made their loving faces. I called them out into the darkness with their loved voices,
One by one, I took their shapes and their skin and blood. That was a time ago, before stone buildings, before the orders of angels and words and symbols. I'm sorry, Grandpa is thinking. There's a little left over from others, too. I'm still so hungry for flesh. Part of me is. I would even eat one of them that fell off of me. I can't help it. They grow off of me. They fall off and grow in the dark, grow around me. What about your proboscis? Okay. Yes, that is a part like a tongue. I was lost in the mountains and so thirsty. I was walking up a hill and found a lamb and drank from it with my tongue, and I fell asleep for a long time. I woke up as a half-formed child. I had died before. My grieving mother had remade me. We had made a contract and she completed it. I do not remember more. Goodbye. Gary, okay. We'll feed you some more food, I guess. Feed him some more meat. His desire for flesh has been sated for the week. Okay. So sadism. A meal appears to have been sufficient. Okay. Time to teach him more words, I guess. Teach. Life and indecision. Okay. He's learning. I don't really think I need to give him all these vocabulary cards. He seems to be talking quite well, actually. Okay. Teach him our last word. Indecision. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, this one's so long. I feel like I become completely incapable of speech when I'm doing that. None of that sounded anything like he was saying indecision. Okay, no, that one actually did, kind of. Okay. Did I, like, accidentally click on that in the single frame? Okay, well. End the week. End the week. Yes, please. Maybe he's, like, speaking into my brain. We're having like a psychic conversation. He's priming me for him to live inside of my skull. Okay. Grandpa, are you healthy? Observe. He seems fatigued and anemic, some of his spines appear brittle. Perhaps would be more cooperative if fed meat. Okay. Well, time to feed meat. Anthropoid. He's having a great time. Okay, it's proboscis. Got some appreciation. Okay. I'm gonna go find more things. Make another bulbous growth. Get some more meat snacks. I would love Arby's. I've never been to an Arby's, actually. Is Arby's even any good? Most fast food isn't really very good, honestly. I don't think. But, like... Is it passable? Okay. Creature. Got it. Okay. Top drawer. I don't know what thing because I feel like I looked everywhere. I don't know if there's a thing that I can get for, I'm assuming, my dad. Top drawer.
drawer. Cabinet. Another vocabulary card. Okay. 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 Never seen one in the wild. I think maybe I've passed by like 2 Arby's in my whole life. They don't seem to be very common. I do hear their commercials a lot. They put up a lot of commercials. Arby's, we have the meats! And then they play a little, like, musical, like, little riff. The guy that they get for their commercials, he has a very recognizable voice. At least that's something I can say for Arby's. They have a recognizable man. Okay. Are there more creatures? Did more creatures appear in here? Over time? Oh, ho. This could just be a waste of my time, actually. No? Huh? There's like a secret one hidden there. Okay, so it doesn't give you an additional creature. Vocabulary words. Yay! I'm assuming I'm gonna have to get him to throw up something. Gotta feed him more poison. Arby's is okay, the only thing that's probably worth getting is curly fries and a milkshake. Curly fries are good, I do love a good curly fry. Okay. Trash pile again. I love sifting through trash, it's my favorite. Okay, more poison for my grandfather. I don't know if there's anything else in here. Is there anything else? Clean. Okay, so there was only the poison. Okay. Door. Enter. Hello, grandfather. Would you like more poison? You're very close. Grandpa appears content and ready to cooperate. Okay. Feed. Oh wait, no, I need to make more poison actually. Sorry about your lack of sustenance. I forgot to make your delicious poison. Grandpa's proboscis is out. Ew, put that away. Okay, kitchen corner. Did I search the fridge? I did not. A jackfruit? It's a very specific fruit to have in your basement fridge. Prepare food. Okay, apple. Soap. My soapple. Great. Oh, Grandpa. Guess what I got? Feed. Weird that he can't detect the unappealing item. I feel like soap has a pretty strong smell. Okay. It feels so mean. He dejectedly locomotes back to his corner. Like, man. Ooh, what's that? Flashlight. Nice. He did throw up a flashlight for me. Okay. We'll leave. Let me use my flashlight. Waste bin. Oh my god. You guys, I did it. Okay. 3, 2, 3. 2, 4, 5. The lid unlocks, and with some effort, you move the heavy lid off the bin. A photo of your father as a young... That does not look like a man. That looks like a woman from the 70s. The recognition of this face kicks off a cascade of emotion and meaning. I can't touch anything else. Okay, back. Bookshelf? Discourse on the subordination of hidden beings. I will read that now.
On the virtue of the prudent when dealing with devils, seen or unseen. The splendors and terrors of God's creations inhabit the world of both the seen and unseen, and just as one will not grapple with a lion lest they be a fool, one will not approach a being of the mind or aether without foreknowledge thereof. There are beings with no form, hiding between towering columns of air, and only appearing by slipping into the heart or mind of evil and unclean men. But still there are more beings which straddle the realm between the seen and unseen creatures feeling through the air to see the heart and mind of men. It is only by God's grace and his angels and servants crushing these beings under heel that a magician might compel them to the magician's will, and so a magician must be perfectly clear and unerring in intent and ritual granted to us by God, or else the devils, seen or unseen, will devour them, that being their nature. On the nourishing of devils of a particular type. Certain devils of a particular nature are nourished by the element of fire, others by attention and prayer given to their idols, still others by stranger and more obscure means. By God's grace, the requirement for nourishing a devil as part of a contract only requires a token of these givings, that is, a symbol. If a devil hungers after flesh, and would strip a man to his bones in its devouring, the devil's hunger and nature which thirst for flesh can be held in abeyance in the ritual act of giving blood in only a few drops. However, the contract must be completed in full, for if the magician errs and does not provide in the devil instruction and guidance, the devil, once abjured to do no harm upon the magician, will return to its devouring nature. Scary. Another door! Can't touch anything else? Okay. It is time to put together my dad. Yay! We're learning! I've collected every document. Okay. Go to Grandpa. Examine proposed case. It looks like a vanilla bean, actually. Either a vanilla bean or a leech. Grandpa appreciates my blood offering. Okay. Go to Grandpa. Offer my father doll. Grandpa's spines quickly reach out and envelop the doll quickly vanishes. Constructing and then offering your father's image to Grandpa, symbolically stated by blood, instills in you a concrete sense of completion. Grandpa gives a soft, affirming grunt as it senses deep within your mind the ritual transformation of your desire. Although Grandpa must receive both a mother and father totem before the fulfillment of your wish is assured. Knowledge you recently acquired has given you access to a new conversation topic. Completed contract. Didn't I already give him my mom? Wait. I did, right? I gave him my mom. Blood for the blood god. Okay. Well, we'll teach Grandpa some more words. Or wait, observe. He appears content. Okay. Time to communicate? The inner Grandpa. Ooh, now he looks like a dude. Do you have different things to say about the wish? He has glasses on. Grandpa loudly clears his throat before gently responding in a lucid, well-projected voice. Ah, you're asking me about your wish. When you wish for me to come back, that's when I knew I would. Your desperation was strong, and your wish for your parents, well, if you give me what I want, I'll give you what you want. You know I love you. I am for you, whatever you want, and I love you just as much as you love me. But desperation and love is not enough. People deep down know they can't get what they wish for without some transformation. There is something that sits at the root of everyone's soul that understands the separation between them and eternity. You may desire something, but you know you will not get it without some movement on your part. So it is not enough to just wish, which you know will not work. You must wish and a little more to transform your intention into something that might fructify or for desire to become reality. Okay. What about your shell? Grandpa Lelliker, you're asking me about my shell. Oh, well, you see, I like to have something to grow in, something shaped like a person. It just helps to have something surrounding me when I don't have skin. My whiskers do the growing. My whiskers? Yes, you know, the hairy little things. I am a part of it, and it is a part of me. However, my whiskers are what hurt you wishing for me to come back, and so they went to work in the shell you provided. The shell also helps you envision me as what you desire. You have such a nice imagination. If I weren't in my shell, you'd have my whiskers exposed and knitting together my face. That might interrupt the feedback loop of my reading your desires, and then acting upon the desires I have read, and then once again reading your reaction. We wouldn't want that interfered with. The material of the doll you put down is good fit. It is not the most comfortable, but it's quite flexible, and thankfully my shell was able to adjust nicely to my growth. All this grandpa lore. Okay. Ah, you're asking about the medical waste bin. I believe it's locked up. I heard them punch in the code many times as they placed part of burnt-up dying self into the bin. They often forgot what the code was, and I had to go check on the wall where they were always taping up sheets upon sheets of information, so much so that the new papers would cover the old. What do you think you would find in there? Well, perhaps something. They did throw trash inside from time to time, bits of paper and so forth. I remember seeing a man who looked quite like me. His daughter had given him a photo of her new boyfriend. He threw it into the bin in disgust and joked with one of his colleagues. It may still be in there for all I know. I do know, and it was, and I just gave it to you. You're asking about language. Well, the more you taught me, the more I was able to learn myself by hearing what you were thinking and saying. A week ago I could speak a little bit, but I was less of what you imagined me to be, and not quite the talker I am at the moment. Part of what I am saying is of course made up of what you expect me to say. I think I am very comfortable being open and honest with you because I'm your grandpa, and I love you, and certainly that makes up part of what I am. However, there is a part of me deeper down, the thing that created me maybe, that undying nucleus. It is answering for me as well, and it is unaffected by whoever might shape what I become with their thoughts. Okay. Your little friends? Well, yes, they come from me. They grow around me in pockets of flesh and protoplasm. Think of them like dreams, maybe. I'll explain. Have you ever had a dream that was sort of like a bunch of people, places, and events you experienced all mixed together and jumbled up? It's a sorting through and disposing of the refuse of the mind. My little friends are like that, refuse, and in ridding myself of them, I am casting off the excess materials I did not use in developing life forms. Anyone who comes close to me, well, they are my eyes, my nose, my skin. Their thoughts become mine and shape what I make. However, when I was alone for so long, I didn't have a lot of people near me. What you're thinking and expecting of me is shaping what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. Do you understand? And so, because I did not have enough input from my surroundings in order to put the material to use, the material falls off my body, crawls away, and usually dies. I'm able to make the most of my material when someone is looking right at me, projecting who I will be, like you are now. What you are thinking and expecting of me is shaping what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. Do you understand? Okay. You repeated yourself, Grandpa. It's just a little tube I keep to help me feed on blood. You could say it is my real mouth, but it's not really a mouth. It appeared because you fed me flesh. One of those little friends you found, I think. You feeding me flesh was a symbol, a proposition, if you will, that you wanted to hold up your end of the bargain with regards to your wish. If someone is willing to hold up their end of the bargain and let me feed on them with my proboscis, then they can move on to the next step of the agreement, providing me symbolic instructions. I hope that helps clear things up. You have another question? Do I like blood? Well, my whiskers, I believe they like the blood, and the flesh. It's strange. They are me, and yet they are not me. I am bound to them, they control me, and technically, yes, they did make me. However, you were the one who really grew me. Grandpa's like being philosophical of me, and I'm like, I'm 8. In some ways, those whiskers, they are me, or a part of myself, or I'm a part of it. That part is much more animal-like. Whatever might happen, know that I will always love you, and because it controls me, I might not be able to act how I would like, even if I do love you. Okay. What about our contract? Thank you so much for completing the contract. I'll definitely help you out with your parents. Just give me a little time and I'll be ready to act. I think you'll be very happy. Your grandpa's very happy too. You did it all by yourself, you know. I couldn't have helped you if I tried. I would really not have liked to. Well, I didn't want you to not complete the contract. I would have hated that. But do you understand why I would have had to? Maybe you don't. So much of your lives are made up, and yet what comes to pass was always once a fiction. You doubt yourself and your plans before they are even begun, and you believe what is in front of you as if the essence of things was not something you put there long ago. Too much doubt can suffocate even the surest thing. Only with patience and growth and nurturing does something become what it will be, as you soon shall see. Okay, goodbye. Grandpa silently ascends back to his shell. Okay, time to teach him again, I guess. Well, we're learning a lot of Grandpa lore. This kind of feels unnecessary with the big long speech you just gave me. Meaning. Okay, 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 okay. Go to Grandpa, teach him once more. Yes, symbol. My brain. Everybody thinks Dad lore is crazy. Oh no! Oh god! Oh my... I'm gonna vomit, actually. My mouse cursor, like, freaked out and then left the screen and it closed the game. Oh. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do all of that all over again. Oh no, why did that happen? How could this happen to me? Let me reopen Steam. That's, I feel like I'm a little bit gonna cry. Oh no. No, I thought we were doing so well, but the Eilis luck came for me, huh? No, thank you. Why is this game unlike every other game I've ever played in that the mouse can just leave the game screen randomly? This is so upsetting. I'm actually really upset. Games will usually lock the cursor into the screen so that you don't do that. But this one didn't. Oh no. The couple of times that I accidentally clicked off of it were foreshadowing. Oh no, and it didn't even save the saved game that I made. Also, like, it just said start. How fast do you think we can speedrun through all this? Oh my god, okay. Whatever. Such is life. So sad. The hidden passage, etc. Take the doll. Search the closet. This is the worst day of my entire life. At least I don't have to read the thing. My glue. I hate. Yeah, at least I know what I'm doing, but there's a chance I'll forget. And I'll miss something, and then the entire thing will have been squandered. Oh god, I can't believe this happened to me. The door... Yeah, I think the door. Take all the items. I don't really think I need to take those. Okay. Take the stuff from the tarp. Oh my god, I keep accidentally pressing the wrong mouse button. in my panic and distress. Take my grandpa, take the doll, put them together. I got it, 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 I got it. Now I don't have anything to say even at all. I have gained my top conversation topics. Okay. Well, it's week 2 now. Rage. Okay. I wish there was a skip for the long conversation parts, but I don't think there is. Okay. Well, I should go see Grandpa first. Enter. Wait, Grandpa. Okay. Play your little cutscene. Wiggle at me or whatever. Okay. I'm gonna grow my grandpa. I don't have any food. Yes, I know. Why is this the one tutorial I can't choose to skip? Good luck. Okay. Well, time to take all of the things. I don't remember if there was anything important back here. There might be. That paper.
Set of procedures. Biohazard bin. Okay. File cabinet. Now this is gonna be even less interesting. Now I have no little quip opportunities. I've used up all my quips. Sorry. Is any of this even important? I don't know. Probably not. Probably none of this is important. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, the linguistics. Okay, I probably should clean up everything just to make sure I'm getting all the flashcards, because I fully do not remember where the flashcards are. I think if you don't clean them all up the first time you click on them, then they become, like, fully covered in debris again. Oh man, okay, all clean. Search 3. Why are those just, like, up here? The other ones are, like, layered, but whatever these long tubes are, they just materialize into existence. Okay, now clean. Sample exoskeletons, minute procedures. Okay. My documents. That, exit. Back. Explore the basement further. Cabinet. I can't believe I did that. I'm gonna be complaining periodically about how I can't believe I did that for the entire rest of the stream. If the stream's become a speedrun was the timer. I'm not going to go googling around trying to figure out how to put a timer on, dude. You're gonna have to do the math yourself. Looking at the YouTube timer. Someone set a stopwatch and then let me know how long it's taken me to play this. Make sure you save. Well, the problem was, I think it only saves fully when you press the exit game button. Because what I did was accidentally press the X out button, and then when I returned to the game, there was no continue from save option. So I think it might actually just not save unless you go to the main menu first. Like new PV. Yay, fiberglass. Yummy. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do all the feeding him again. Worst day of my life, for real, for real. Folder full of radiographic images. Okay. Door. Trash pile again. The battery. Okay. I'm a little afraid that I have to move all of the things, like throw away all of the trash, or else it won't load in whatever objects it might need to load in the coming weeks properly. So I am going to obsessively clean up all the trash, just in case. Okay. To the door, enter, to the kitchen corner, stuff out of the fridge. Why does the pick up button not work on food? Okay, lettuce, prepare food, banana, battery, conceal. Okay. Time to throw up, Grandpa. Feed. Why did I press yes? I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm wasting time. Not my personal record. Not my speed run. Okay. Feed. Eat your battery. Throw up about it. Okay. And then I will feed him cashews.
feed him 2 foods, but I'm not sure if... Can I poison him and get the scissors faster? I don't know. Let's teach him real quick since I have both of the vocabulary cards. No, I would not. Dang. I'm stupid. Okay. Dead run restart. Absolutely not. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. My mouse just like left the game window again also. I hate not upwards towards the X out button, but downwards, but still it's annoying. Okay, teach him. Hello. Yes. And because there's no cursor on the game unless you're like in the point and click section, I can't tell where my mouse is. So it's making me extra paranoid. Takes a lot of effort to learn how to say a 2-syllable word. Okay. Great. Well, let's save the game just in case. I don't know if it'll work, but I'll do it. Is there anything else for me to search? Clean. Oh, I didn't look at his vom. Wait. Go to Grandpa, examine his stomach contents. I will take your key, thank you. Back. To that's the spooky area. To the safe. Great. Do I have the... Okay, Mom. I do not have the generic doll. Where was the doll? Now I'm just gonna obsessively check everything for the doll just in case. I don't remember what I've already done. Okay. Trash pile. There's trash pile. It's clean. Trash pile again. There's trash pile. Aha. It might be in here. It is. Simple paper doll. Gonna move everything back as well. I think we're probably fine. The fear, actually. The fear, actually, though. Okay. Great. We can glue that together real quick. Paper doll, glue together. Okay. Hard blueberries and flaky lettuce, so I can't feed him those. So I think we do have to wait until day 2. Right? Yeah, probably. Or week 2. Okay, go to Grandpa. Feed him. Eat your blueberries or whatever. We'll give him lettuce. Enjoy. Okay. I have done my necessary tasks, I believe. Okay. End week. Yes. We're at least getting through it a little faster, I guess. Making conversation topics. I don't want to talk to him. It's a waste of time. He takes too long to say things. Week 3. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh god. I hope I didn't mess it all up. Okay. Oh, Grandpa's doing great. He's growing up so strong. Okay. Trash pile. Take a kiwi. Making good time. I hope so. Okay. Okay. The paranoia. Okay, all clean. Cabinet. More papers. These people don't have a great variety of trash. You're just like throwing away wads of tissue paper. Just like every week. Did this drawer ever have anything in it? I don't remember. I think it might just be creepy doll head. And nothing else. Oh, my hand's gonna hurt after this, you guys. I've been pressing my 2 buttons too many times. Okay. Trash pile? Is there a trash pile? Gotten really good at cleaning. Thanks. I'm not even using the efficiency option that they have where they can move your trash can closer, but it would probably take just as much time for me to press the buttons as it would for me to drag stuff to the trash, so it's a gain of no time at all. Clicked away from the game again. It's fine. Whatever. Trash pile again. Take my indecision card. Okay. Maybe I can make him throw up 2 times and be a little more efficient. All clean. Okay. Through the door we go. Cabinets. My wrist is starting to hurt. I'm gonna give this game's gonna give me carpal tunnel. It's cleaning Asmer. Are you guys getting the tinglies? People like this kind of thing, right? Empty. Go to the kitchen. Search the fridge. Pear. Search the fridge again. Strawberry. Prepare food. Potato. Fiberglass. Conceal. Okay. Is there... I don't know why, but the words overwrite save make me like paranoid, even though I know that that's just how games save. Was there an item that I missed? All clean. Spooky and dark. I can't go over there yet. There's nothing there. Cabinet. All clean. Top drawer. All clean. Bottom drawer. Nothing. I just want to make sure. Trash pile. Search. Nothing. Okay. So we're probably good. We can go to Grandpa. Feed Grandpa. Eat your poison. I'm hearing that sound in my dreams. Me too. Okay. Sorry about your lack of sustenance. I just needed you to vomit up a necessary item. Now I can give you meat, so it's fine. It's okay. Bulbous growth. Cut it out. Click on it again. For some reason, they really don't want me to have my bulbous growth efficiency that I sorely need. Okay. Does this one not even have a creature in it? Or are they just really making it difficult for me? If this one doesn't even have a creature in it, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed. Okay. Great. Got it. I've gained the little friends topic. That's spooky and dark over there. Cabinet. There's no bulbous growth in there. Trash pile. There's no bulbous growth in there. Trash pile again. Here's my bulbous growth. Okay. We're getting it. We're getting it done. We're taking care of business. There you are. Okay. Now, grandfather. Here, take some meats.
Take some delicious meats. Feed. Okay. Munch. The meal has been well received. Okay. In the proboscis topic. I think what I need to do is... Have I fed him the correct amount of food, actually? I don't know. 1 of 3, okay. I think... what I have to do is... save the meats, just in case. I don't know how many meats I get. So I'm going to save that for tomorrow, I guess. When I give him my dad a voodoo doll. Okay. Go to Grandpa, offer the mom. Enjoy your mom. And teach him. My hands are getting crackly, boys. Okay. More blood. Grandpa loves blood. It's his favorite. Go, Grandpa. Teach him. Indecision. This is like a vocabulary test word. It's a much harder word than we've been given him. That's why he's so advanced so fast. I used to love vocabulary tests in school because they made me feel like I was actually intelligent. I was so good at spelling. And one of my very few talents is that I know how to spell. Okay, we taught him all the words. I don't think there's any more poisons I can give to him. I'm gonna check the study corner. I don't know if I checked that yet today. Clean. All clean. Clean. I just have to make sure I'm paranoid. Get Grandpa on a spelling bee. It's gonna be so good. I feel like I've probably told the spelling bee story, but I remember one time when I was younger, we had like a class spelling bee, and we had to go up in front of the class to like spell a word, and I was very afraid of going up in front of the class to say anything at all. So I went up and I spelled a word correctly, and the teacher was like, "Oh no, sorry Eilis, you have to go back, sit down, go and sit back down, you spelled it wrong." And then some other kid went up and spelled it the exact same way that I spelled it. And she was like, "Oh, good job, you did it, you get to go on to the next stage of the spelling bee." And I was so mad. I was like enraged for like the rest of the week. I was so angry at that teacher. I was like, "You took my rightful spelling bee glory from me. How could you?" And like she thought she was like doing something nice, but it just made me like actually really angry. Okay, I think we just need to feed Grandpa regular food now. Go to Grandpa, feed Grandpa. The kid mocked you. I was right! I spelled it correctly! I remember, like, vividly, I spelled it, and then the teacher was like, "No, you messed up, sorry, sit back down." And then I went back to my seat, and I wrote down the word the way that I spelled it, like while my spelling was still fresh in my mind, and then I looked in my dictionary to check the spelling, and I was like, I was correct. What do you mean? I didn't say anything to the teacher, though. It wasn't like it was like a real spelling bee with like a prize or anything. It was literally just our, like, I don't know, 4th grade class. And like the teachers knew that I was a big weenie baby who's afraid of talking in front of people. I forgive her for it. It's fine. She didn't know how competitive I was. Okay. I think we can end the week, right? Well, let me just check my glue first. None. None. Okay. I gave him the mom
figure, I think. Examine some of the contents, nothing new there. Okay. We can end the week. Yes. Making more money. That was my Joker moment. Okay. Weekly summary. Great. Lovely. We can do it. I believe. I believe. Just get through. Just get through. We can get this. It's fine. Meaning. Great. What is the meaning of it? What does it all mean? What higher purpose does me closing out of the game have? Please, God, let me know. Give me a sign. Okay. It's okay. Suffering builds character. Okay. Bottom drawer. Nothing new. Bulbous growth. Just keep on clicking. Just keep clicking, clicking, clicking. Okay. There you are. Okay. That's all of that. Trash pile. Trash pile. Okay. Get our pita bread or our naan or whatever I called it. Our tortilla. There's so many flatbreads. Clean. Trash pile. Man. Oh god. I'm getting a hand cramp. I have to be very careful around the corners of the screen now. Precision. A mushroom. Okay. Solve that. Door. Enter. Go to kitchen. Get some stuff out of the fridge. Some more stuff out of the fridge. Can I make any more poison? I have pear and apple, but I do not have any poison. Need to go find more poison. Anything in the study corner that's poisonous? I don't remember where the poisons were. Let me know if there's anywhere that I forgot to check, because there's a chance that I just forgot to check somewhere. Okay. Clean. Every other origin is weak. Yeah. I want a supervillain who became a supervillain just because they lost a spelling bee. That's a good reason, I think. Go back. I must have missed something. Trash pile? Ah, I did. Ah, the soap. There it is. There's our soap. I keep, like, periodically taking the cursor out of the window, like, through the bottom, just to make sure that I know it's at the bottom. Immediate PTSD. Okay, precision. Okay, I already bulbous growth to this one though. It was already cut open. I don't think there's anything new in there. Okay, give him some more poison. Go to the kitchen, prepare food. There's our pear and our soap. Okay. Back. Good grandpa. How are you doing? Seems fatigued. Perhaps you should have some meat. Okay, wait, how many things do I have to feed? I think it's 2. I'll feed him some meat, and then I'll feed him some poison. Okay, anthropoid. Hey, we're at the point that we were. Right? Right? Okay. And soap. Eat your soap. Oh no, he threw up. Oh gosh darn. Okay. Go to Grandpa. Examine his stomach contents. Take that. Back. 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 Into the spooky area. Get my paper again. Okay. 323245. 323245. There's my picture of my very feminine dad. And paper doll. I'll take the other stuff too, just to have. Okay. Now glue my stuff together and be very, very careful. A tangible symbol of intention and desire. Okay. Door. Enter. I would like to examine your proboscis. Okay, I know I said this before, but I actually just remembered, like, a thing. There's some video I keep getting recommended on YouTube of, like, a woman who bakes, I guess. And she has, in the thumbnail, there's, I think it's like a tattoo on her arm that's probably supposed to be a vanilla bean, since she's a baker, but it looks like a leech. And every time the thumbnail comes up, I'm like, oh my god, a leech on her arm, and it's not. I'm fairly certain it's supposed to be a vanilla bean. But they really do look, they're very similar looking creatures. Okay, Grandpa's accepting totem. Please accept my totem, Grandpa. Okay. Sense of completion. Great. I've gained the conversation topic, completed contract. Let's teach him some stuff, and then we'll talk to him again. Okay. Okay, he's phonating confidently. Meaning. Okay. Okay, thank you. Go to Grandpa again. Let's teach him. Teach symbol. Okay. It only makes that little ding noise sometimes, so I feel like I'm doing something wrong when it doesn't make the little ding noise. Hey, you did it! Good job! Okay. Go, Grandpa. Can we talk to him? I just am not sure if... like, do I have to say stuff to him? I'll ask about the contract, just because that seems like important information to have. Give me a little time and I'll be ready to act. I think I'll be very happy. Your grandpa's very happy too. Okay. I would have hated the... Okay. It's probably not necessary for me to listen to his spiel, but just in case. Okay, as I soon shall see. Goodbye. I will now feed my grandfather. How many anthropoids am I gonna get? I'm like afraid. Okay. Sorry about your 0 everything. 1 of 3 acceptable foods have been eaten, and I fed him meat already, so... I'll save my game. And I'll feed him some regular food. Do you look not good? He's content and ready to cooperate. Okay, so we'll feed him just like regular crunchy foods. Jackfruit. He finds it palatable. Good. Thank God. Okay. And a mushroom. Okay. And now we're back on track. Step away from the window, he grunts in appreciation. Great. I've got all of my items. I already gave him my dad thing. He hasn't thrown up anything new and interesting. So I think we can end the week. Yes, please. Okay. Let's see. Week 5. Finally. Okay, I met with Adrian one final time in order to see if I cannot reach some sort of resolution regarding her emotional trouble. In these past few weeks, according to the reports of her teachers and peers, she has shown a remarkable transformation in conduct. I would also add my voice to this consensus. It seems as if in our time together, much has changed for the better. I'm not suggesting our meetings were the sole source of her change. I think something has happened in her home life that has reoriented Adrian completely. She seems to suggest as much, at least in her usually esoteric way, when we last spoke. Something tells me something may have changed with Grandpa.
Yes, well, something did change.
I'll write down her words verbatim here.
I went down the stairs like I always did, but I sort of felt like something was different. My parents weren't arguing, and I felt something had changed with Grandpa, too. There was a weird noise, but I wasn't afraid.
Oh, I can, like, check now? Ooh. That sure is something. Maybe I should have checked on the mystery area first. You good? Well, obviously he didn't get her, so... Are you my new parents? Did Grandpa fix you?
I think Grandpa had to leave, but before he left, he made my parents nice. He reached inside and changed them. That was my wish. Maybe even what I was growing wasn't really my grandpa. Grandpa left what I was growing behind. He's gone now. He moved quickly out to I don't know where, but I'll always love him.
I dismissed Adrian soon after, letting her know it was a pleasure getting to know her. Despite my apprehensiveness about the speed of the turnaround she's made, I cannot see any reason why Adrienne should be considered for further evaluation. And as a counselor for Adrienne, let it be known that I believe she is of sound mental and emotional health. I am pleased to see things turn out this way, and if I may make a brief addendum. By happenstance, Mrs. Richardson bumped into the Hart family the other day while running an errand. She told me the parents were a little odd, but very pleasant, and quite clearly they adored their child. And that she had never seen Adrienne happier. Okay. I'm still not sure about the goodness of this particular ending, honestly. At least the child didn't die. I got the fulfilled contract ending. There are 2 endings only. The child is the mother of the parents, says the Steam achievement. Okay. Thanks to all the Patreon people who gave money for game so that I could pay only $5 for game. Thank you, thank you. What's this, like, the little fleshy design underneath all these guys? No, Sean! His name got cut off. Lush changed in his consequence. What is that? That's a long name. Debobola. A hot man and my real dad. I love people's names on Patreon. Sometimes they'll just put a whole paragraph. Chenandler Bong! It's Chenandler Bong, you guys. Rest in peace, Chenandler Bong. Thank you for streaming it so I can pay no dollars to experience it. You're welcome. I can't, there's not really any music for me to like bop to or anything. It's just kind of scary ambient sounds. But, you know, consume! Bum Tickly. These Meme Man, these are good names. I like these names. Oh hey, we're back to the beginning. Content warning for the game that you just played. Yay! We did it! We grew our grandpa successfully! Yay! Woo! That was nice. I'm glad my parents aren't evil anymore, even if they may be a little bit possessed. But that's fine. This is fine. A little bit of possession can't hurt. We won! It took about a half an hour longer than it probably should have because of my foolishness, but we won! We did it! And we didn't even have any stream problems! Yay! Everything's coming up, Eilis! Okay, well, great gaming. Great gaming. Pretty alright gaming if you ignore the parts where I messed it up. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming, thanks for watching. I had a fun time, it was fun. I like a fun little creepy game. This guy has made several more games. Most of them are free, one of them costs like $2. I think I will probably, maybe I'll do, they all seem pretty short. I looked at them and it seems like most of them have a playtime of like max like a half an hour. So at some point in the future, perhaps the near future even, I'll probably do a stream where I just play a bunch of them all at once to like fill up like a normal amount of stream time so that I'm not just streaming for 15 minutes and then done. So that'll be fun. That'll be a fun plan for the future. And speaking of plans for the future, next week I think I will probably be doing my new model. I have finished rigging me and I've checked a bunch of stuff. I believe I have everything set up properly. I've tested it and it works. So for the streams next week, one of them will be, hey, look at my new body stream. So that'll be fun. I'm not really sure what I should do for it because it's not like I'm like a real VTuber with like I don't know, skills. So I will I'll have to try and figure out what I want to do. If you guys have any ideas on stuff that I should do for that, please tell me. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I think what I'm probably gonna do is at least update some of my like stream stuff. I might draw some new like actual art for like my end screen and my start screen and stuff if I'm able to find some time over the week. Do something goofy. Oh, then I have to think of how to be funny. I don't know how to be funny. I'm not funny. I'm not like purposely funny. I can't tell jokes. Unless we're experiencing the collective hallucination known as Eilis Umbra. I mean, you could be... Remember Hatman? Remember my favorite guy, Hatman? He's a hallucination sometimes. Answer some mallows. God, I completely forgot about the mottos. I'm so bad at remembering the methods of communication with people. I have like no memory. I'm bad at social media. I'm not even sure if I remember the login for my marshmallows. I might have to see if I have that saved somewhere if I can't log in. Maybe I'll sift through my probably like 1,000 Maros because somebody was sending me a bunch of Maros. And I'll see if there are any that I can come up with a satisfying answer to. I don't have a rich inner life, so I'm bad at answering questions about myself or about things even vaguely related to myself. Be silly goofy is a good plan. I'll see if I can concoct something silly goofy for you guys. Okay, well, that's that on that. I'll see you next week, and I'll be a whole new me. Woo! It might not be on Friday. I might have to do that on my Saturday stream, just because I have a job, and when I get home from my job, I am incredibly not ready to like be entertaining. The only reason I stream on Friday is because I have a pre-existing most weeks thing that I do on Sunday, so you know, we'll see. Can we get more rocks? Maybe. Will I finally purchase a camera and do that breaking rocks open stream that I talked about a year ago and then didn't do? Who's to say? Who knows? Yeah, have a good night. New things are coming. Saturday next week. Try and hold me to that. Yell at me if I don't do it. I probably will. Might not be as interesting as I want it to be, but I'll do it. Maybe I'll do a bad version of it. Like with my first real debut, I'll do a bad version the first time, and then later I'll do a version that doesn't suck quite so hard. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now, because I'm just gonna keep talking about nothing. But yeah, make sure I don't set any more kids on fire. I'll try my best. I'll do my very best. Be there, be square. Yeah! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm really proud of my work that I did. I like actually figured out how to like actually properly animate me so that I am not 90% solid. I have like range of motion on my face. It's crazy, you guys. It's nuts. Okay. I'm gonna stop hyping myself up. But yeah, thanks for coming. I'll see you next week. Good night, goodbye, good night, goodbye. Good night, goodbye. Good night, goodbye.